Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am AK Eagles. Welcome to another AK Eagles podcast. I did bring back some special people, some good friends of mine, to finish up the NFC East predictions that we didn't finish the other night. And, I also will probably have some more people coming in as well. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Appreciate you all for coming out. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe. Here we go. Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the show. We are here to finish up our NFC predictions from the other night that we didn't finish. And, got another guest of mine, someone that has not been around for a while. Appreciate him coming back and thanking him for gracing us with his presence. What's going on, AJ?
What's up, buddy? What's up, chat?
Not much, man. Chilling. But yeah, what's going on, Slay? How you doing, sir?
What's up, y'all? I'm good.
What's up, Slay?
What's good, AJ? It's
Not
been a
much.
minute, bro.
Yeah, so let's check out this comments. Yo, Weapon X, what's going on, sir? Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Definitely. If you guys have not, go sub to this man. Just met him a couple of days ago. Great person, great content creator. And I think his slogan is, if you're not subbed to him, you're not an Eagles fan. So go check him out. Appreciate you, sir, for all you're doing. Thank you for the support. BLSG, what's going on, man? How you doing? Another loyal supporter of mine. Coach Dante. Hey, bud, if you want to come in and finish your predictions from the other night, I think the link is in the chat, if Mitch put it in there.
I just did, yeah.
Okay. So if you want to come on, bud, you can. Man, I pray to God I say this right. Pate Productions.
I should call him Pete.
Is
That
that Pate? What?
Pate?
Pate?
Yeah,
Pate. I should say Pate.
What's good, Pate? Appreciate you for coming in, man. Sorry I messed your name up, but I was thinking cat food, pate. But,
Oh.
well, that's how you spell pate. Is just
That is true.
Yep.
thing over.
That is true.
So sorry, my bad. Yo, Randall the Handle, what's good, man? Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for coming on.
What's good?
Yo, what's good?
Good. Raise up.
How's it going, Jerry Lee? How's it going, sir? Appreciate you. Me and him got some crazy things coming out here soon. Definitely want to keep an eye out for. Me and him are going to start doing some paranormal ghost hunting. So
Jadis or Jerry?
What, live?
Jerry, yeah, me and Jerry are going to do some paranormal ghost hunting live.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Yeah, no, so definitely we're just getting some stuff finalized and going to create a website and stuff for it. We already got a Twitter handle for it and stuff. So yeah, man, that's going to be fun. Yo, what's good, Papa? How you doing, sir? Jadis, what's good, man? No, I'm not watching WWE.
No.
No, we don't have time for that crap.
McMahon was on for 2 minutes and left.
Oh.
Yo, primetime Stephen Joyce, what's good, sir? Appreciate you. Shout out to the 9 in here. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe. On our way to 1K.
Yo,
Nah, man, I will definitely go back and rewatch it.
There's no point.
what's
I'm telling
good,
you right
Dante? What up, bro?
Yo, Eagle Slayer, what's good, brother?
How you
Lindy
doing?
Endzone in the building. How you doing, sir? He is also another great content creator. If you haven't already, go look him up. Give him a sub. Definitely worth the time. One of the best knowledgeable Eagle content creators out there, in my opinion. Yes, sir. AJ is in the
I love how AJ was just casually drinking with it.
Yeah, what's good, Eric? Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much.
We don't appreciate that comment though.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. AJ, you got like a freaking Twitch setup. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. You got like a Twitch setup over there. I like it.
I try. So
Oh, dude, Bigfoot hunting. I love Bigfoot. I'm very fascinated. I think he's real. I love Bigfoot hunting. Maybe we'll incorporate that too. I don't know.
Well, you think Bigfoot is real? What the hell?
I want to go.
Well, what's wrong with that, Slay?
No, I'm not saying you can't have that opinion, but I'm like,
That's what I thought.
Yo, man, we suck something.
No, I'm just playing it. All right, guys. So, how we all feeling tonight? You know, it is Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
I
Y'all
want
doing
some
good?
food, bro. I just
Yeah.
want some food, man. I want to eat.
Man, we're feeling crappy.
You didn't eat
Freaking
that?
Rays lost. I feel crappy as hell.
Yes, you lost the Orioles.
Yeah, shut up. I don't
Wait,
want.
wait, wait. Y'all lost to
Pick
the
a
Orioles?
better team.
Yes,
bro.
we lost to the Orioles. Yes.
Ugh.
You lost the Eagle Champs' favorite team.
Yes, sir. I actually am gonna do that, man. Listen, dude, I've always loved doing that shit. I used to go paranormal ghost hunting when I was a kid. I think we all did as teenagers at one point. Maybe not. I don't know. But, man, I used to always go investigate haunted shit all the time. It was fun.
What's good, Randall? What up, bro?
What division are we doing? By the way.
We did AFC the other night. So we're gonna do NFC tonight.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
If you want to do your AFCs, if we got time at the end, you can just do them quick.
Oh, that's fine. Like as far as division winners?
Yeah, we went 1 through 4, like who we thought, you know, who's going to be 1 and who's going to be last. Just giving early paper predictions.
Oh,
you know?
that's easy. I got Kansas City, Tennessee Titans, Bengals, and Buffalo.
Damn, that easy.
That's what she said.
How
Wow. You beat me to that. Yeah. All right,
All right, so we did do the NFC East last time, but we'll save that one for last because maybe some people missed it, so we can redo that one, but we'll do that one at the end there. So let's go with the NFC West right now. You know, you got the Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, and Seattle. How you guys feeling about that, Mitch? Start off, bud.
Rams 1, Cardinals 2,
What?
Niners 3, Seahawks 4. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, unless you guys flip-flop the Cardinals and Niners. I mean, that's basically...
Man, Niners easily better than the fucking Cardinals. My bad. I had to say that.
All right.
Yeah, just because you're 15 and you got like one ball hair, don't mean you can cuss, man.
Hey, man.
You know what was funny? Slay, you know what was funny? When I got Notorious in Hardcore Sports, the first thing he said was F you, Slay. The very first
Oh,
thing
that's
he
my guy
said.
right there, bro. That's
that's
my
effed
boy.
up.
Gavin is amazing, bro. That's my boy.
I
Right
love that guy. Dude, it's,
No, he is so cool, man.
you just love his accent.
there. My dog.
Dude, no, he's cool as shit.
He is.
Dude,
I was on his show once.
anyone who comes in and immediately says "fuck you, Slay" is in my good graces. Like, no lie. Why do you think me and Cheesy B hit it off so well right instantly? He came in, he was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
he can't do the draft on Thursday now, next week.
oh, okay. Well, we'll figure it out, man.
Yeah.
One way or another."
I mean, maybe I'll do it. I'll be here.
AJ, you want to do the NFL or the NBA draft with me on Thursday?
I think I'm doing it with the sports critic. Maybe he could jump in on it with us, and all of us can do it.
Who?
Yo,
No,
Jonathan,
the sports
sports
critic, man,
a
he's
Giants-
dope.
he's a Giants fan.
Why am I drawing a blank?
You don't know him. He's a Giants fan.
He's
Ow.
a Giants fan, yeah.
No, he's good though. He really,
Yo,
he
Dante.
knows good.
What's up?
Dante, my boy Jabari Smith won this year, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Jabari is going number 1. It's facts.
Jabari Smith better go number 1, I swear.
One
Oh,
fucker.
I forgot.
I'm just
Yo,
saying.
Paulo Banchero is about to be a rocket, bro. I'm booking that.
Yo, what's
I'm
up?
telling you
Austin?
right now,
How you
Seth's
doing?
going to
Appreciate it.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I agree
if
with
Jabari Smith doesn't go number 1, I might just freaking say F.
Hey,
the freaking
sweet.
draft.
There we go. Randall will join.
Wait, you
Yeah.
don't want Chet or
I don't want
Taller?
Chet. I think he's too lengthy and small. I think Chet is 100%
skinny
too
as hell.
small.
Wait,
Nah,
Randall, are
He's
you a
skinny, he's
Sixer
skinnier
fan?
than me.
No, Jabari Smith. The only reason you can go with Chet. They don't. I'm not gonna rule out Chet from the
Yeah, I
Orlando
agree.
Magic because Mo Bamba is leaving. But at the same time, I will go with Jabari Smith though because of Isaac cannot stay healthy. Jonathan Isaac cannot stay healthy. That's another reason. And Jabari Smith can play the 4, and he can switch on screen and rolls and stuff like that. And he competes on defense, and he's 6'10". So Jabari Smith is the best player in this draft.
I think me personally,
Jonathan Isaac better get off his freaking ass and get on the bench. Off the bench. I
yo,
swear.
me
We need
personally,
to
Dante,
No.
I think Paulo Banchero is the most like safest pick in the draft.
Yeah, I think Pablo Vancaro and Jabari Smith, them gonna be the ones that's gonna excel right away. Them two gonna be the
Yeah,
ones
I would
that
agree with that. I wouldn't be
right away.
mad with Paulo, so but
Yo,
still.
further AM, the links in the group chat if you want to come
I
in,
still
man.
want
The links
Jabari
in the group
Smith.
chat.
I still want Jabari Smith.
Nah, Chet is not like I think Chet has the most talent out of the like 3. I think he got the most potential, but we'll see, bro.
I just think he's
Wait.
too skinny.
Hold up. I need something. Randall. Oh, wait. Never mind. He did answer it. Never mind. Continue.
Oh, you're
Anyway,
after.
I was just saying. I think Chet is probably like the most like talented, most potential out of those 3.
No problem.
But we'll
Cool.
see. I wouldn't even be mad if I was a Magic fan if I got Chet Holmgren.
I ain't gonna lie, Randall. How the fuck did that happen, bro?
I don't
How
want
are you
that.
an Eagle fan but a Raptor fan?
I do not want that at all.
You know
I
what,
just-
Jake?
I
I'm
really
just gonna
gotta
say
ask
this
that.
right now.
Because
You know what,
that's
Howie
on
King?
a whole nother spectrum.
You know how? I'm just gonna say this right now. My guess, he's probably a Sixers fan. Then Kawhi Leonard's triple doink convinced him to be a Raptors fan. I'm saying that right there.
Hell no.
How do you know?
No, dude, that's definitely like family inherited. I would have to say.
Hey, SC experience should pop on.
Facts.
Oh no.
Eric, you should pop on. Eric, pop on. I'm telling you. Keeps on.
I'm gonna send him the link.
Anyways, though, AJ,
What?
you on the NFC West?
Yes, sir. You got the Rams Niners card, Seattle. Go, buddy.
Okay, so I got Rams number 1. Then I'm gonna say Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks last.
No, that's the correct list.
It's basically the same thing. It's just 2 and 3 are flip flopped.
Yeah, I just don't think that Murray is. He can't stay healthy, so
Murray or where was last time? Oh. I think it meant Connor. Like James Connor could go in another level too. AK, someone's backstage, I think.
I know. I'm trying to get 1 second.
But yeah. I mean, for my quarterback list, I have Kyler Murray. Like, wait, where did I have him? I didn't have him in the top 10, Slay.
That's good.
yeah.
I had him 11. I had him 11.
I don't got any problems against Murray. It's just that I hate when people say he's like a complete franchise quarterback. Yeah,
He's not.
No, he's
the
not.
man.
He's
He
not.
hasn't even really shown that he could do it without D-Hop yet. He lost to the Lions, so. And they ass kicked too. They got their ass kicked.
You know who else got their ass kicked? Sorry, AJ. They lost to the Orioles. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, we didn't get our ass kicked. We lost 1-0.
That's still an ass kick.
Whatever.
Timus, what's good, dog?
Guan, me. What's going on with you?
No, not much, brother.
Man,
Yo,
what we
what
talking
up?
about today, y'all?
Just doing our NFC predictions. You know, we did AFC a couple days ago, and that was like a 4-hour stream. We all got tired, so we decided to put it off for a couple of days, and now we're back to do the NFC.
Man, y'all ain't ready for this conversation. Y'all ain't ready for this. Let's
Let
get
me
into
guess. Carson Wentz above Dak?
No. Dak Prescott's gonna take a major regression this year with that agent O-line.
Hopefully.
The Bucks are gonna be top 3.
Yes.
As we know. Brady coming out here. I mean, it's the GOAT, bro. It's the GOAT. And
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
the
the
GOAT.
true GOAT. Like, I know we talk about, Jordan being the GOAT, LeBron. I know we talk about, Peyton. No
LeBron ain't
one's
no
doing what
GOAT.
Brady's doing. I mean, the only person that I would compare Brady to might be Phil Nicholson. Might be about it.
Phil Mickelson or Tiger
What
Woods?
about Wayne
Huh.
Gretzky? If y'all watch hockey,
Phil.
Hockey? Hockey's Wayne Gretzky.
I remember Alfred Morris. Yes.
Oh, Alfred was a beast, bro. I mean, but Alfred showed us two sides to every coin. Like, you can pay a running back, you could just go get another one, and people just went to go get another one with him. I mean, the Redskins went to go get another one. It was sad they didn't want to pay him, but I mean,
Well, I'm trying to think who was the Tampa Bay halfback, the one right before Blunt.
Are you talking about
you talking
Cadillac
Cadillac?
Williams?
Yeah.
Cadillac Williams?
Maybe it was the one right after Blunt. Then it wasn't
Oh.
Cadillac Williams.
Oh, you talking about Mighty Hamster?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Doug Martin. Doug Martin.
Doug Martin, he kind of
Oh.
Doug Martined him.
oh yeah, Doug
Because Doug
Martin.
Martin, dude, he beasted for what 3
the
years
Duggar-
there, and then he just kind of died
Yeah.
off
The
instantly.
Duggernaut. The Duggernaut.
Yeah, dude, Dougie was nasty at the beginning, bro. No lie.
He was a speedster.
Yeah.
Fast.
Hey, look, Tymus is wearing the Kelly Green. Appreciate.
Yes, sir. BLSG dropping the links. Appreciate you, dog. Definitely go sub up to all these content creators. They're great people. So, Tymus, give me your AFC or NFC West, the Rams, 49ers, Cards, Seattle, bro, 1 through 4 or 4 through 1, whatever way you want to go.
Rams. I think you said it. Rams, Niners, Cards, and then Seahawks, bro. I mean, what's the plan with Drew Lock, bro? Like, let's ask you right now. What's the plan with Drew Lock, bro? Come on, like, is there a plan with Drew Lock?
So, well, there is. ECG
Oh,
believes
the Phillies scored.
ECG out there. Shout out to ECG, East Coast
And
Grid.
Phillies scored 2 runs. We tied it.
He does believe that there is something there, especially with his arm. Like he has a pretty strong arm. But if you're asking me, I just don't see it working. I mean, but who
They
knows?
got
I
a lot of
mean,
talent there,
DK is still there. Lockett's still there. You know, I mean, he does have talent around him. We'll see how it works out. But I just don't think of W's when I think of Tyler Lockett or
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see what happened with golf, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, a talented squad can win to you, but so far, you don't have that quarterback, you just ain't got it.
Yeah.
I mean, the story goes over and over again. You got everyone from golf. I mean, Flacco had an amazing run that time, but couldn't do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, Trent Dilford, Rex Grossman. You got all these squads who just had everyone around them but the quarterback. You see how it always turns out. I don't care what Drew Lock got around him, but Drew Lock ain't it. The squad ain't it, bro. I mean, it all starts the quarterback. Only person's going to touch that ball 100% of the time on offense. I mean, if you can't get it to him, you can't get it to him, bro. But, I think Tannehill has reset the market for people. So some people just think that, you can get a second win out of a quarterback. It's a better situation. Things change up. But I didn't view Denver as dysfunctional. I viewed it as they didn't have a quarterback. So we'll see what happens.
Who has the better record, do you think? Denver or Seattle at the end of the year?
Easily Denver.
Yeah.
I think
Denver.
Denver by
Yeah.
far.
I mean, I think Locke could still do solid though. Like I get that he hasn't shown that he's not a great quarterback and he's not a guy that's gonna elevate the team really well. But there's a lot of talent there, and some of his best strengths is what the Seahawks got in terms of their offense.
Like I said, everyone else had the quarterback in that division though, so it's I don't know who they're gonna beat.
Yeah, I could see what
You
you
know,
mean.
I asked the question the other day, and even ECG said that was a pretty good question. I forget how he answered it, but it's like, who do you see being better in the long run, Drew Lock or Jordan Love? Because
I
in all honesty, they're both right there together. You
That's
know,
a
like
toss. That's a toss up.
Yes and no. I say that we've seen what Drew Lock can do. He had a chance to be the starter. It didn't work out. Jordan Love, he got the sub in while Rodgers was throwing a pity patter party. But I wouldn't say he was the starter. He never got the starting job.
yeah,
So, like, I mean, it was locks to lose. Yeah, it was locks to lose, and he lost it. I mean, he lost it so bad that they had Teddy started. A really bad Teddy Bridgewater, who somehow keeps getting shots, man. I don't know how this keeps happening.
yeah. I still don't know how the fuck he's still playing after that shot he took last year. That concussion, dude. That I thought he was done. Like that hit looked a lot worse than what it ended up being. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the second one too. I mean, the first one threw him out of the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Like after that Vikings hit, he didn't play again, bro. Like it was like, I don't want to take a risk on this.
Bro, I swear to God, he hurt his back on that one. That did not. To me, that wasn't a head thing. That was like, oh my God, he got scorpion
Yeah,
to a point. You know, like I was like, bro, that's his back. He's lucky, man.
Y'all think Jameis is starting week 1 down in?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait, what?
What in New Orleans?
I said Jameis is a dark horse MVP this year.
Oh God, Winston.
Yeah, bro, I get. Bro, he had like
Oh.
1 year where he threw 33 touchdowns or 30 touchdowns.
I can't.
Yeah, but he also had 30 interceptions along with it.
Winston,
But I get,
all he does
and
is
he
throw
went to a
interceptions.
team where like he went to a team where he had Peyton for a year, so he's gonna learn how to be more patient and not just throw the ball up and
Hey,
like
BPS. Oh, what does that stand for?
big play slay.
Oh, okay.
It's bad take Slay now.
No, he wildin'. But
I thought it was blasphemous
bro.
pick slay. I thought it was barbaric pick slay. I thought it was.
I'm
Oh
not even
my
gonna hold you, bro.
God.
Terry
no.
McLaurin is like the hardest player that Darius Slay played, besides Devontae and DK.
Well, let us get done with these NFC East things, man. And if we got time
NFC West.
for you guys, or yeah, whatever. And after we're done with the NFC, though, we'll get through it. Who are we at? Dante, what do you got for the NFC West, bud?
It's simple. It's simple. The Rams. I got the 49ers, the Cardinals. Kyler Murray not good without DeAndre Hopkins. He's really not good without him. And then the Seahawks. Even though the Seahawks, like I say, again, it's a chance for Drew Lock again to show that he's a starter because he do got DK Metcalf over there and Tyler Lockett, and they did get Noah Fant in the trade, who's a pretty solid tight end as well. So it's an opportunity to see can Drew Lock on the point. That's my order right there.
Oh,
Do the Seahawks still have Penny? As
Yeah,
their
they
half-
Yep, they still have Rashad Penny.
yeah, I just feel like they need more though.
Did we do the NFC East yet?
Position. But that's just me. What did you say, Thomas?
Oh, did we do the NFC East yet?
No, we're gonna do that one last.
Ooh, okay. Who
Of
we got
course
next
we
NFC?
are.
You want to do the
Yeah,
NFC
I got
South?
it being the same as Dante.
What did you say, Thomas?
Also, you want to do the NFC South?
Well, Slay's got to do his.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, who
No, Slay
Yeah.
said the same thing as our
I
coach.
said same thing as Dante.
All right, further, what you got then for Wes?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
I can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you. You good?
Just making sure. I wasn't on mute.
Nope, you're
We're,
good.
we're looking at the NFC West.
NFC West, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna stick with the Cardinals from last year. I think they're gonna have a good playoff season. Finally get done. Of course, the Rams. Oh, actually, that's a hard one between the 49ers and the Rams. And I think the Seahawks will be last from losing,
Yeah.
having that trade with the Broncos. So I think I'm gonna go Cardinals. I'm gonna go 49ers, and I'm gonna go Rams and Seahawks.
Woo!
Okay.
That's a nice shake-up. All right.
I like a different take. Finally, I was not the odd man out with the Cardinals in second.
I like it.
I-
Hey,
What did he say? What did he say?
you heard him, Slay. He didn't
I
stop.
was muted. I didn't hear him.
Slay.
Tell him again, AM.
It's Cardinals. I'm gonna go 49ers, Rams, and Seahawks.
What? Damn.
Jeez,
You have the
want
Rams
on
going
that
third.
Shit, if that happens,
It's gonna be a Super Bowl hangover.
Hey, it could happen.
It's just a regular season.
The
It
Rams
could.
do it again. That would be a
Hey,
surprise.
anything can
That
happen.
would be pretty cool. If
Anything
it
can
if
happen. The
Rams do
Lakers
it,
could even
show me.
trade Anthony Davis.
Show me the Rams doing it. Show me Rams. I would love
Yeah.
to see it.
I can agree to it. I mean, it is hard to go back to back, dude. It really, really is.
They're not
That's
going back to back.
yeah. No, that's why I said it's really hard to do that. So I
That's
like
hard.
it. I
That's
like it.
hard.
Back to back, I understand, but being a winner. I mean, the only divisive division I see is of course the NFC East because we can't get a back-to-back champ. But every other division, I feel like I don't know, man. Like I said, the Rams didn't lose much. They lost Adrian Von Miller, and that's about it. Odell probably gonna come back for the discount.
Oh, okay. So let's go with the NFC South then. Yeah, the Panthers, Bucks, Saints, and Falcons. Further, you started off this time, bud.
I'm sorry, I completely missed the beginning. You said what?
No, the South. The Panthers, Bucks, Saints, Falcons.
They have. Yes. Let me think about this. Oh, Buccaneers first off. I think definitely Bucks. Saints, Panthers, and Falcons. Falcons having trouble. Now, hopefully they get their shit together. Or, excuse me, this kid show, right? Can't cuss.
Oh, you're
I'm sorry. I just hope the Falcons get it together because I have a lot of Falcons friends and they're still hurt about that Super Bowl loss.
Oh, I would be too, man. Up 28-3.
Yeah.
Dude, I send that to my Falcons friend every single day. I love it.
I understand the whole Panther thing there, BLSG, but I don't know, man. As long as we're gonna have to see who their QB is starting week 1 for me to even.
I don't
touch
even know who their
It's
quarterback
gonna
is.
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be Matt Corral.
It's either gonna be Matt Corral or Sam Darnold. So whoever, we'll see. And it all depends on if
Sorry,
Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy again too. You know.
They got one of the best receivers in the league in DJ Moore.
Yes. But you got to be able to throw him the ball.
Oh, shit.
That's something Darnold couldn't do. Hopefully, Corral can.
Yeah, and now they got an actual solid offensive line, so they don't got to worry about like C-Mac getting too injury prone.
Well, you're talking, Slay, so go ahead. Give us your 4. It's you anyway.
Give me the Bucks, Saints, Panthers, and Falcons.
Dante?
Same order. Tampa Bay, the Saints. I got the Saints as a wild card team, and the 49ers as a wild card team. Those are my 2 wild cards so far. I got to pick the Panthers because they got a better defense than the Falcons. They got a receiver, DJ Moore, and Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy. The only thing I've got about them is their quarterback. Sam Darnold's got is terrible. So I got the Falcons last.
All right. Thomas?
All right, y'all. I got Bucks, Panthers, Saints, Falcons. Bro.
Ooh, okay.
I'd like to see the Panthers. That would be good for the Panthers to be second. I hope they do too. Beat the Saints.
I think the Saints have a lot of question marks that no one wants to talk about. I think that cap's getting scary. I feel like the players feel it. I know people love Jameis and they think he's a guy.
I don't.
But it's just,
I know.
I
I
just,
hate it.
I know you hate it.
I just think that Jameis is just. I think he's one of those QBs that keeps getting chances after chance after chance. Don't be wrong. He's only been with one other team, but this team has put him in so many different looks, so many different ways. He gets hurt, still wanting to come back. It's just like, all right, if you say so, sure. But I don't know, man. Something about them Panthers, bro. DJ Moore. You just got to make sure that you don't run. Look, Christian McCaffrey's not injury prone. I do want to say that. I don't believe he's injury prone. He just run him into the ground, boy. I mean, like, it's only about some touches. Like, you can take. I mean, we see the same thing happen with Derrick Henry. And we're not going to say Derrick Henry's injury prone. But, like, when you're giving the man close to 30 touches a game almost, bro, like, yeah, but like, it's only about so long he can sustain it, man. Like, yo, but it got to be another option, bro. I mean, he's getting 30 touches a game on the ground, 5 through the air. Like, just a lot, bro. It's a lot of hits on him. So it's like, they just got to find a way to spread that ball out. But, hopefully they can find somebody.
The Saints don't have Sean Payton this year.
Mariota, he's, like Mariota can go off and give you a 90-yard run, 3-touchdown game, and give you 102 on the ground, or he can throw for 1 touchdown, 4 picks, 3 fumbles. That defense is in shambles. Cordell Patterson can't do everything. I mean, they got this man running it back. They got this man running. They got him on kick return, punt return, wide receiver, DN, running back, quarterback, halfback. All right, corner if need be.
He better be getting paid.
Yeah, it's like, yo, relax, bro, relax.
Yo, Kyle Pitts might be the receiving leader at tight end this year.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts, baby.
I think Kyle Pitts is Kyle Bust, bro. I feel like
what?
Yeah, bro. I have zero faith in Kyle Pitts, like zero.
That man put up an amazing season last year, bro.
Yeah,
he put up a really average season last year.
I mean, I know he had like only 2 or 3 games that like were 100 plus yards. I know a lot of people told me that. So,
bro, he didn't get a touchdown to what, week 8, week 9?
He had 1, but
he hasn't got a touchdown in the U.S. yet, bro. He has not got a touchdown in the United States of America yet, in the good old U.S. of A.
Oh wow,
that man is a Brit, my boy. Okay.
He opened up a lot for the offense, though, and he was literally the only one on that offense besides Patterson.
Like I said, like everybody knew the ball was going to Patterson, and Patterson catch that ball. They tried to get that ball to Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts like, hey man, I need to be 75 and sunny. I need my moon to be rising, my crystals charged. I need to light my sage before I can catch a ball for y'all.
Wait, can you bring up Raphael's comment on the bottom?
I was getting there.
Okay.
Kyle Pitts got a better arm than Dallas got. What the hell does that mean?
Sure. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I got no words.
Are you saying like he catches the ball better or something? Like he's more reliable? Well, he opened up a lot for that offense though in Atlanta.
He'll have a great year too.
Who?
I'm telling y'all, man. I think we saw everything Kyle Pitts can do.
Oh, yeah.
It's the NFL. They got tape on him now. You know how it be, bro. Like I said, he not a body, bro. He not a body, man. He just a little bit chubbier wide receiver. That's it.
Nah, I don't know, man. He get lined up in the outside at tight end. Like you can do a lot with that, man.
That's cool to line up on the outside, but when you need that Gronk, when you need that Tony, we need that guy on the inside that can get you that 5 yards to get that first down. That's what you need. I'm not seeing it from him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He said London takes pressure off Pitts.
Yeah, London is a baller too. I love London.
Sure. I don't even know how he got that contract in the first place.
All right, so we are at
AJ.
AJ, take it away.
I got the Bucks, and then I got
Of
New
course you
Orleans. Yeah, of course I do.
Why wouldn't
I got Tampa, New Orleans, Carolina, and then Atlanta. That's who I got.
he? Same.
Gosh.
I think that should be a lot of people.
I'm pretty dead set on that as well. All right, so Mitch, take on the NFC North. That is your Vikings, Bears, Packers, Lions.
Oh God, really? This is so easy.
I'll pitch play like 1 year, bro. Ralph, go ahead, Mitch. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Shoot, I gotta go Packers 1. Vikings 2, Lions 3, Bears 4.
AJ?
Oh, sorry, my bad. I got Packers, Minnesota, then Chicago. No, Packers, Minnesota, Detroit, then Chicago last.
Thomas?
I got Vikings, got the Bears, got the Packers, and I got Detroit. I don't think Detroit is that far behind the Packers.
So you have Packers 3?
You got Bears too?
Yep.
Dang.
And that ain't,
Oh, wait, hold up. I'm gonna come back.
and that ain't even to change nothing. That ain't no hot take. I'm just letting y'all know what it is, bro.
Wait, you got the Bears at 2?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so the Bears actually have a legitimate offensive line.
And you think the Packers will go
Jason
3?
Peters.
Whoa.
They have
The
receivers.
Bears at 2?
Let the man explain
My
himself.
man,
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
my man. Listen here. All right. So, name a time where Rodgers had 0 receivers.
Wait, what?
He's
All right, I guess
undefeated
we all
without
quiet.
Adams.
No, what did you ask? Sorry, I
I
wasn't
said,
paying.
name a time where Rodgers had 0 receivers. He's always had a star receiver on
He's
the field.
always had a star receiver.
But-
He's always had one.
He's undefeated without Adams.
He's undefeated without Aaron Rodgers, though.
No,
Without Adams.
Or he's undefeated
Absolutely.
without Devontae Adams, I mean.
He has a whole season without him now. People are not scheming for that dude anymore. It's like people are like, oh man, we never seen this guy before. Oh my God, Lazard out of nowhere. Oh, whoa, don't get me wrong. Lazard's a big target. I love the dude. I mean, he's like a 6'5", 6'6" wide receiver. That's a big ass guy. I think you love that dude. We're facing an aging Rodgers, losing his number 1, expected to do it all, run game iffy, your defense is subpar. What you gonna do? Y'all lost on special teams last year, my boy. Special teams.
What do the Bears have? The Bears got none.
Bruh.
Got none over there, bro.
The Bears drafted well on the offense and defensive side of the ball. They got a quarterback who's coming back from a treacherous rookie season, who's going to have time to develop now. He knows the game speed. They got that O-line better, which is what they needed. I think for the first time we're going to see an Ohio State quarterback actually do something, man.
Oh God, I hope not.
I think I'm not saying that you're wrong about Fields because I love Fields, but I just don't know, man. I don't know if it's a Bears season.
Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Ohio State quarterbacks. To me, they never proven themselves. I think Field has the chance to change that. And the Vikings, the Vikings being number 1, Cousins, he getting into, like, all right, being a Commanders fan, seeing Cousins leave is like the biggest mistake I think in the last 10 years. Seeing Cousins being able to get that ball out on time, delivering it. They lost one to gain one, okay? Or they lost the boy, went all the way up to the Buffalo, started balling. What did they do? They laughed at the Eagles who went to go get Jalen Reagor. And then they said, yo, Jefferson, welcome on board. Got my man out there doing the giddy on the motherfuckers, bro. Doing the gritty on the motherfuckers right there, bro. Like, amazing, bro. Like, I love everything the Vikings are doing. They're building for the future. They know how to keep it turning. Come on, y'all. Come on. Like I said,
but the only thing holding Minnesota back, though, is Kirk Cousins.
Oh, but Kirk Cousins is not terrible, bro.
Bro, Kirk. No, listen. I never said he's terrible, but Kirk Cousins is a stat guy. He will get you stats, but when it comes to actually winning something, though, he's not going to be your guy. He will never be your guy. Honestly, sorry.
Mike Zimmer held that team back, in my opinion. I don't know.
Bro, no, fuck that. Are you shitting me right now? You have the same fucking team. No, you have the same fucking team that Casey Keenum had that year. You took him all the way to the championship game. You turn around, you go out and you pay $84 million guaranteed to Kirk Cousins, who inherits that same team and also got Justin Jefferson in the meantime, and he's never done shit with it since. You cannot.
It's a different coach now. It's a different coach.
No, Zimmer was still the coach then.
Yeah, but Mike Zimmer is not an offensive guy, bro. And then you gotta understand something. Like I like the fact that they had Thielen, but I'm sorry, bro. Case Keenum was okay.
Bro, are you
They
shitting me?
they had
Slay?
a really
It's the
good
same
defense,
fucking team. The team didn't change. The coaching staff did not fucking change.
Yes, they did.
No,
left.
they did not. Whenever Kirk Cousins came in there, that was the same coaching staff the year before.
I'm saying right now they got a different coach. That's why I think
Now, yeah, but what I'm saying though is this team stayed the same. That year that Keenum went to the championship game, the following year they go out and get Cousins, and then since they've never been back. Not even close. Up until this year, they fired their fucking coach. Okay, Zimmerman is not their coach now. But
let's be honest. Here.
no,
Like,
yeah,
we
but
ain't gonna
that's
get
the
that
point,
again.
though. That is the point, though. Casey Keenum, slightly under model, whether you want to say that or not, took that team further than Kirk Cousins has ever taken that team.
Then
You
I'll
can
ask
say
him,
whatever
why couldn't he
you
do that on
want.
the Commanders then? Or why couldn't he do that on the Commanders? We signed him right after that joint.
Because your team wasn't like the fucking Vikings then, bro.
that's
No,
why.
bro,
So
shit.
Case Keenum is not good then.
But that's the point though. That automatically shows you that Kirk Cousins isn't fucking good because he can't do any better. He does worse than what Keenum actually fucking did.
I mean, when the
Keenum was 12-4 that fucking year.
I mean, when the head coach is holding you back for your offense's potential, we'll see now.
Yeah, I can't say that though. How was he holding them back? He got them to the championship game with Casey fucking Keenum.
Bro, but that was because of their defense. That wasn't even because of Case Keenum.
Bro, are you kidding me?
Case Keenum was okay. I get that, but Ryan Tannehill did the same thing. Where's Ryan Tannehill now?
Stop.
I mean, like, stop. You don't get that, bro.
Stop, dude. He threw how many times? How many
No, I'm
times
not
did
saying
Cousins?
Tannehill's bad.
How many times did Cousins throw for over 4,000 yards for you guys while he was in Washington? He did it for at least 4 years.
Cousins?
Kurt, yeah, he threw for 4,000 plus yards multiple years for you guys.
I'm not even gonna lie.
And you guys still didn't get anywhere. He's a stat guy. There's nothing wrong with being a stat guy. But when it actually comes down to being electric enough to win the big game, Kirk Cousins is not that guy.
We'll see.
I'll put it like this: Cousins almost had a 5,000-yard season.
Yeah, he did.
Almost,
and he did nothing with it.
And he went 8-7-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I will say, Cousins can keep doing that, and if you have a decent defense, it'll change. You'll go from 8-7-1 to 10-5, which is what he did with the Minnesota. They went 10-5. Wasn't bad. It's like Cousins gonna be Cousins. He not gonna be bad. He not gonna be the greatest, but he gonna give you consistency, bro. Like Cousins gonna do what he gotta do. If you
do you want consistency though, or do you want the guy that's going to put you over the top to win it all? Because they ain't got many years left with this damn roster. I mean, Thielen's only getting older. Cooks is only getting older. You got to put somebody in there that's going to win right now, and that's what I'm saying. The longer they hold on to Kirk, the worse it's getting for them. Their opportunities drawing thin. He's not that guy.
I feel you on that. I feel you.
You're not that guy, Kirk. You're not that guy.
I mean, dude, trust me. Take it from the guy who looks like him from the side. I know what I'm talking about.
Really? That's what we go with? That's the profile?
We not that guy.
We? Oh, I didn't know AK was out here throwing for 40 yards out here, bro. I ain't know that, bro. I know that's crazy, AK.
We on Dante, I think.
Yes, we are. I was just about to say, go ahead, Dante.
Got the Green Bay Packers number 1, and I disagree with you about Kirk Cousins, but
that's okay.
The main thing, nobody looked at how bad that defense was last year. The defense was ranked 25th in the National Football League last year. They gave up a game-winning touchdown to the Detroit Lions last year. The defense was god-awful for the Minnesota Vikings. The cornerback play was bad. Patrick Peterson is decelerating. So at the same time, you can put it on the offense, you can put it on Kirk Cousins, but the defense was god awful last year. And the offense, the matter of fact, the Minnesota Vikings got more talent than Green Bay. But what's holding them back is that defense. They don't have a good defense anymore. And Mike Zimmer is over the defense, owns the defense. and the defense is just straight deteriorated. So I'm not going to put half of the blame on Kirk Cousins in the offense because the offense can score. The defense just was not a good defense.
That
last year.
wasn't the case though in 18 and 19 and 20.
Yeah,
though.
but
That's the years I'm talking about. They lost in
they had a
17.
good defense.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. They lost in 17.
Oh my God!
And then in 18, they still had that defense and that coach and that offense. In 18, the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh my
But
now
they had no defense this year.
they didn't. I'm not talking about last year,
on that
bro.
defense last year.
Bro, Slay, I'm not talking about last year, bro. When I'm talking about Kirk Cousins, I'm talking about him when he took over Minnesota right after Keenum. I'm not talking about last year. I get his defense was jack shit last year. Okay, excuse given, whatever. I'm talking about the 3 years after 2017. He has no fucking excuse for that.
If you
That
guys
team
want
was still
bad news, if you guys want to hear bad news, Brock Lesnar is back. We're gonna have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
Who cares?
It's all over Twitter. Are you kidding me? Vince McMahon is not stepping down. Oh shit!
No one watches wrestling.
I do AEW.
Sorry, Dante. I didn't mean to cut you off, though, man.
Yeah, I'm going.
That's what I was trying to talk about.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about what happened 4 years ago, 2017,
No,
2018. I'm worried about last year. Like, well, last year that defense was terrible last year, and I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions. I think I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions in third and Chicago in fourth. I don't think they don't got a great offensive line. I don't outside of Darnell Mooney. What weapons do they have outside of Darnell Mooney? And their defense is just not as good as they used to be. So I'm just gonna go. That's the order I'm gonna go with. Minnesota has more talent than Green Bay, but I cannot trust Minnesota in that newly defense. I gotta be able to trust that Minnesota defense. They got all the weapons on the offensive side, but the defense is just not good anymore. So I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna trust Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers to get the job done.
How you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, what's good, Jeff?
Jeff, are you mad as I am?
About what?
Brock versus Roman at SummerSlam. It looks like you're going to do that again.
No, I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, but it's just like, really?
What's up, Cool Kev?
Yeah, what up, Cool Kev? I haven't seen you.
How's everybody doing tonight?
All
Doing
right.
good, man. Just running through our NFC that we didn't finish up the other night. So,
NFC North?
that's what we're on right now, yeah. Go ahead, Slay.
You already did it, I thought, right?
Slay didn't do his. We just got done with Dante.
My bad.
Yeah, you're bad.
Fuck you.
Slay?
Slay, wake up!
He's getting ready to go for Boy for Life.
All right, AM. Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, go.
All right. I'm doing Packers. Then I was going to do, the Minnesota Vikings. And then for my controversy, I think the Lions are going to step it up this year. And I think the Bears are going to be last because they're on a whole new coaching system. And I don't know what the Bears are going to do with the new coach. So that's up in the air for me. That's the way I'm going to put it.
Same.
No, I did not change my logo, buddy. I just changed my off-camera logo to hardcore.
I did too. Hey, hardcore sport.
I said,
So,
by the way, AK,
No, big plays.
I said Vikings, Packers, Bears. I mean Lions, Bears. That's my list.
Okay. Jeff, go now. Jeff, real quick. Rams, Niners, Cards, Seattle. Go real fast.
Well, Rams are going to win that division. I think they're the best team collectively overall still in that division. Second, I got San Francisco, even with Jimmy Garoppolo probably not going to be there, and Trey Lance is still relatively unknown. But I just think the collection of talent still on that team is superior to what Arizona has, because I believe that DeAndre Hopkins suspension is going to hurt Kyler Murray at the beginning of the season. So that's why I put them third. And fourth place, I mean, without Russell Wilson, Seattle's going through a rebuild. Drew Lock, it's not going to get it done. They have some talent on offense. maybe they picked up a nice couple of players on defense, but they're going to be holding up the basement. So
All right.
Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, Seahawks.
All right. And then Panthers, Bucks, Saints, Falcons. Who you got?
Well, for that division, I got the Bucks going to be winning that division. They still collectively are the best team because of Tom Brady, because of Godwin coming back. You got Evans, you got Fournette, you still got most of that offensive line. Defense is still mostly together. They pretty much brought back a majority of their players with a couple of moves here or there. Second place, that's tough. I got the Saints. I think they still have a very good defense. What is Jameis going to be like coming back from that torn ACL? They picked up Olave and Landry to give Michael Thomas some help. You still got Kamara. Offensive line took a little bit of a hit, losing Armstead, but I'm curious to see what the left tackle they brought in, how he's going to do. You still got Ramczyk. You got Petting at left tackle. You still got Ramczyk. The interior of the offensive line is still solid, so I got them number 2. Number 3, I'm going back and forth with these other 2 teams. I got because I think the Panthers are gonna not be that great of a team this year. But I'm gonna go with the Panthers because they still have more talent than the Falcons. The Falcons are gonna be an absolute train wreck this year. You could tell that they're going through transition after trading away Matt Ryan. And now Marcus Mariota, just pretty much that 1-year placeholder. The defense is a mess. The offensive line is okay. I mean, what are you going to get from Drake London? Kyle Pitts is really their only surefire playmaker on that offense. And then the Panthers, they'll be in third. Their defense is still solid.
Okay, we did that at the same time.
So I got Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, Falcons.
All right. And then this one for the Green Bay, Vikes, Bears, Lions.
I want to pick the Vikings. I really want to pick the Vikings to win that division, but Aaron Rodgers is just that X factor. Because as much as I think the Vikings' talent is actually not that far away from what Green Bay has, because Green Bay lost a bunch of players because of Aaron Rodgers' huge contract that he got. I still think Aaron Rodgers is the X factor because he's just a superior quarterback to Kirk Cousins. And they still have enough talent overall in that team where they're still going to be that number 1 team in that division. And maybe even competing for the representative for the NFC. So I got the Packers first. Vikings are second. Kirk Cousins, actually he put up solid numbers last year. You've got Justin Jefferson, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Thielen coming back from injury. Got Dalvin Cook. Defense, they picked up a couple of names, especially you got Zadarius Smith now. You got a healthy Danielle Hunter. You got a couple of pieces they added in that secondary. Linebacking core is going to be brand new, but I still think overall they got the second best talent on that team. So I got the Vikings second. Third, I think the Lions are putting together something pretty cool on that team. I like a couple of the pieces they added on defense. Hutchinson. It's going to be solid for his rookie year. I don't think he's going to go off or anything special. Okwara, you got Romeo Okwara on that defensive line, Julian Okwara. I like their offensive line. It's not that bad with Taylor. With you got Taylor Decker and you got the second year. Penei Sewell. I like the interior of their offensive line with Ragnar at center. They got Jamison Williams, who I think if he didn't have that torn ACL, would have been the best wide receiver coming out of the draft. I like DJ Chark coming from Jacksonville. I think he's a solid pickup. Armand St. Brown was probably the third best rookie among the wide receivers after the fourth best after Waddle, Smith, and Chase. So he was really solid last year. Goff, what are you going to get from him? Swift is not that bad. So I think they're going to be third, and the Bears are going to be competing for one of the worst teams in the in the whole entire NFC. So I think they're going to be competing for that number 1 draft pick. So I got Packers, Vikings, Lions, Bears.
I like it.
Ass, bro. Oh my god.
What's up, Blindy? Welcome to the show, brother.
Thought I'd grace y'all in my presence for a little bit.
How was the LinkedIn podcast? How'd that go?
Went very well. I think after 10 minutes, we totaled at 45 views, 16 likes. So it's 6 episodes in. It's growing very well. And Jim and I are doing a good job. Not patting myself on the back or, or nothing, but any podcasters know where I'm going, where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah. Isn't Joe? I thought Joey Shakes was going to be on it.
No, my tweet was a little early. I felt that I was kind of like, I was at work. I had overtime today. I'm like, you know what, I'll probably help out by throwing a tweet out there. But it was after the fact that Jim let me know he wasn't going to make it. So it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
So, Lindy, give me your take on the NFC North, bud. Green Bay, Vikings, Bears, Lions. What you got, bud?
Ooh, well, I don't know if the Lions are going to make as big of a jump as people think, even though they have added studs like Jamison Williams and Aiden Hutchinson, respectively, both to the offense and the defense. As we know, it's a quarterback-driven league, and it all comes down to that. Depending on where Jared Goff is at this point in time. With that said, you look at Green Bay and losing Devontae Adams. Although he is easily regarded as number 1 through 3 in terms of wide receivers in the NFL. Even though he's gone, you still have Aaron Rodgers, who is an easy draw-in in the MVP discussion every season. Although he comes up short in the playoffs, you can always guarantee that he's a MVP caliber player in the regular season. Vikings are always a toss-up, man. They always seem to underachieve at the wrong times, whether it's through bad luck with injuries or Kirk Cousins coming up short when he's got the weapons that he does offensively between Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook. You always feel that they should be better than they really are. I don't know if anyone is capable of still being competitive against the Packers in that division. I think the most capable team is probably the Vikings, but that's going to be ultimately up to them as to how competitive they can really be. I don't know. You can toss it up for me between the Packers, the Packers and the Vikings, but I would have to lock in Green Bay as a number 1 until Minnesota shows me otherwise. And then the Lions are I think to this point are still better than the Chicago Bears, depending on how much of a jump Justin Fields makes, because he's clearly capable of that, and I don't want people to underrate him. But as of right now, I would have to go Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this, and it is what it is. But I stand by it. So I got Green Bay at 1 on this one.
I know where you're going.
Listen, guys, I said it. I actually think pretty highly of the Lions. I saw at first when you look back at the beginning of the year last year, that damn Campbell speech had me rolling. About biting people's kneecaps, and somehow, some way, it worked for them, right? They came out and they blew Arizona out, but they always were fighting. Even though sometimes they got blown out, most of the time they did actually. They were fighting. This team is actually taking the right steps, I believe, for the future. They're building a good foundation. At least it feels like it. I don't know exactly what you're going to get from them, but I do like the offensive weapons they've put around Goff. I do like the defense to a point. I know there is holes to fill, but I feel they can have an even better chance this year at competing. And because the Vikings had to switch head coaches, and Listen, man, I'm going Lions second, Vikes 3, and Bears 4. Hey, you can laugh all you want, Slay, but listen, man.
He's laughing. I don't know.
Yo.
Hey,
No, I'm
anything
not
is
laughing at you, bro. I'm laughing at what Richie said in the chat. Goff is not better than Cousins, bro. Yo,
No,
you
he's
wildin'
not.
with that.
Oh,
Go look at
okay.
Cousins'
No.
numbers last year. Go look at Cousins' numbers last year. They're not bad.
Oh, I got Cousins over Golf. I'm not.
Goff
Oh.
is not.
Goff is gonna make or break the Lions. That's what it's
Yeah,
gonna
no,
ultimately come
and
down to. Like I said,
and I
so
truly believe
I
that
agree.
too, man.
Kirk Cousins-
I think,
Kirk
listen,
Cousins
that
literally-
they have Ramondre Brown, who I think highly of. You know, I think he's going to have a breakout season this year, and obviously, right now, that's probably their wide receiver one, I'd say. You know, Williams, he's a rookie, but we all know Williams can play ball. You know, they got Hawkinson, they have Swift. You know, like they have playmakers on this offense. They have a pretty good, decent offense. You know, and defensively, who knows?
Richie, I hope that's satire. I really hope that's satire. The Bears are not the Bengals. Oh my god.
Who knows exactly what could happen? I'm just saying the way the Lions fought last year, they could probably end up being a pretty decent team this year. You know, and maybe because the Vikings have a new head coach, maybe because, you know, this is Dan Campbell's second year, they already know what to expect. Maybe they get to sneak a couple out at the beginning that the Vikings can't, and, you know, have momentum. I don't know, man. Anything is possible, but
That's
we'll see.
yeah, that's fair, AK. But you know, in the grand scheme of things, your quarterback can't be the reason that you're losing football games.
For sure,
So,
for sure.
you know,
But that is up to Golf, like you said. You know, if Golf comes out here and eats the bed, then everything I said goes out the window, and I'll never
Right.
vouch for him again.
So,
Right.
AK, you're expecting you think the Lions are going to make a jump similar to like what I think you mentioned that the Jets. You think they're going to make a jump too? So you think that the Lions and the Jets are going to make a jump?
I actually, if I had to, and now see, this is where East Coast is going to get crazy with it. If I had to say any of my dark horse jumps like we did last year, it would be Jacksonville, man. I believe in Doug, you know, and as some of us,
I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence.
Eagle fans, man, we know what an impact that man has. You know, and that's something that the Jaguars have been missing for a very long time is a coach who's impactful, and they've missed a coach who they can truly respect and actually play for. You know, and Doug brings that to a locker room, man. Like, if anybody can turn Jacksonville around, it's him. Now, I don't expect them to be a playoff team this year. They'll be way, way more competitive than what people think. But I wouldn't be surprised if he has them in the wild card next year. I really want.
He can bring all of that but the ice cream, and the Jags will probably do something.
Yeah,
he can bring all that but the ice cream.
I respect your Lions take, AK. The only thing that I don't like about the Lions is I get that they added Aiden Hutchinson, but I'm not a fan of that.
Well, that's not my only reason, though. I mean, they do have some decent linebackers on that team.
Oh, you talking about number 50?
Collins?
Not him. The other dude. He had a scene last year, and he played against us. He was solid, actually.
Yeah, like, dude, and who's their CB they got last year?
Yeah, I know you talking about Amani.
Uze or whatever.
Are you talking about that Amani dude? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, dude, they've built a pretty solid team over there, and they showed me that they play hard. So the more talent they get, the harder they're going to play. Hey, they might sneak some out. Who knows? That's all I'm saying.
AK, out of everybody, this is for everybody in the chat and for the panel. Out of all the quarterbacks going into their second year, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, all these guys going their second year. Who do you think makes that jump? Because I think it's going to be Davis Mills. I think it's going to be Zach Wilson. I think it's going to be Zach Wilson.
Well, you got to add Dave. Listen, I mean, I can't listen. Okay, hold up. Davis Mills threw for over 4,000 yards last year, correct, Dante?
Nah.
Or how many did he throw for?
About 3,100 yards last year.
Yeah. How many touchdowns did he have?
16 and 10. He had a quarterback rating of 100. He had about a 66 pass completion percentage.
Yeah, Davis Mills and Zach Wilson for me,
Yeah,
and I can see
Justin
Fields
Fields
too.
too.
I think Zach Wilson takes the bigger leap just because of the talent they put around him. The Texans still have holes to fill. They did a great job, getting a halfback. They did a good job putting some talent around Davis Mills, but I believe they need a little bit more
But
to where Zach Wilson he's got firepower. You know what I
You
mean?
can do my boy Mac Jones like
the
that?
wild card is
You would like to say Mac Jones, but the Patriots overall just have not done enough. Their
Yeah,
offseason
Mac Jones.
has been a lot,
Don't ever
left a
count
lot
Mac
to be
Jones.
desired.
I ain't proved that to y'all, man.
Unless
Oh,
Bill
Mac
Belichick, Timus, unless Bill Belichick knows something we all don't know.
Yeah,
Which
Right.
he always does. Okay.
Mac
Here we
Mac
go.
Jones.
I give you
Right.
that, but bro, you got to admit all his picks this draft was very far fetched.
but here's the
I
thing
wanna say
You
too.
know how
Yeah,
much
like-
Mac Jones threw for last year?
No,
3,800 yards?
Mac Jones is
For-
gonna be ass this year, bro. I'm telling
No,
you.
this-
For
that's no
perspective,
That's no disrespect to Mac, dude.
for,
I
yeah,
know.
for
Mac
perspective,
Jones
my
can't
two
elevate
quarterbacks
them.
were Trevor Lawrence and Mac Jones, but
I
just
don't
just
know about
because I understand that Trevor Lawrence is going to have better structure going into this year with Doug Peterson there as the head coach. They bolstered the offense properly for him. They managed, they held on to Laviska Shenault. They still have plenty of playmakers over there on the offensive side of the ball. I think their defense still leaves a lot to be desired, to keep up with the the evolution of the NFL. But like between him and Mac Jones, they're kind of popular picks. But I mean, outside of that, that's one of the only chances that I would give Trevor Lawrence is that head coaching change, and and as we know, coaches make a big difference. But I don't know about. I would
I
love
think
to
we're all
say Mac
sleeping on
Jones,
Trey
but I just
Lance.
don't know.
I think we're sleeping on Trey Lance because look at the situation that guy is in right now. San Francisco's got pieces around him, and now he's got the opportunity to go out there and showcase what he can do. Trey Lance is in a good situation to go out there and succeed. So you
Is he
can't
starting
discount
or is he
maybe-
going to be
Nah,
Garoppolo?
He's going to start. So Trey Lance
Oh,
has
he
got a
is.
very good chance to do something this year because San Francisco's put around a team to succeed with. And if Trey Lance could just be a halfway decent, be a good quarterback after going to his second year, we had a year to pretty much develop. There's
Yo, I
no
just wanna
reason
say
why you
something
can't say
about the
Trey
Patriots.
Lance could be that guy too.
The Patriots are about to take a freaking decline this year. And I hope everyone realizes that, bro. The Patriots are about to be fourth in that division. And they lost their best offensive lineman in Shaq Mason. They lost their best player on that whole team in JC Jackson. And they lost their freaking offensive coordinator in Josh McDaniels. And Mac Jones was freaking ass in the freaking playoffs. He literally did nothing. Like, he did absolutely nothing. So how am I going to trust him with Matt Patricia as his offensive coordinator? Like, Mac Jones is about to be freaking ass.
He said you say he did ass, but he did better than all the other quarterbacks though.
Nah, I
So
mean,
how much ass is really
That's
ass?
all I want
Bro,
to say, bro.
I don't
bro,
know what-
yo,
What?
Like I said, bro, like Mac Jones threw
Mac-
3,800
Yeah,
yards.
Mac Jones had better
22 in the
stats
air,
in
bro.
his
Like,
wild
come on,
card
bro.
game than Dak, than Hurts, than all of them. So it's like, yeah, he
What's
might
the
have played
team?
ass,
Yeah,
but
he's
what
about to
is
be-
ass
He's
truly?
about to be terrible this
We're
year.
gonna find
He
out
got
how
the body of Tom
good
Brady.
Coach Belichick's gonna be with the team
Wait,
he's
what'd
got
you
now.
say? What'd you say about Tom Brady?
So he got the body of Tom Brady. All right. Tom Brady look good now. He got the same body type of Tom Brady in 2000, bro. I mean, he looks unathletic as can be. The dude looked like he worked for Pilot J gas station, but yet still threw for 3,800 yards last year, 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 67% completion rating right there, bro. Best out of the rookie class, looking amazing. All because they got the go that coach, bro. Like you could never, bro. I would never rule out Belichick till he had 3 strokes and he in the dirt. That's the only time I'm gonna rule that man out, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
If-
Yeah, and now
Belichick
he's
is
a-
on the
he's a
field.
now he
Belichick
has
type of
Matt
quarterback,
Patricia
yeah.
as his offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see how that works. Matt Patricia is not gonna do nothing. For that.
I
Like I said,
want to hear
people
what
talk about these
Tymus
left,
has
they
to say
always
about his
left.
Washington team. I
Oh,
want to
I
hear
got
what
a lot to
Tymus
say,
has got
bro.
to say about his Washington team because I haven't heard really a Washington content creator's perspective on what he's like thinks their team is going to be like going into the season. I mean, I've heard like, the Giants, the Eagles, and the Giants, Eagles, and Cowboys fans say something, but I'm curious to see like what Tymus thinks as like a Washington fan going into the season, what he's expecting from this team, going into the 2022 season. Like if he thinks this team is going to be an improved team, if there's going to have some struggles because of all the things going on around them, with the Snyder debacle, with the Del Rio debacle, what are you going to get from Carson Wentz and stuff? So I'm curious to hear what he has to say.
Oh God.
Well, we're on the NFC East, so time is
like
you want to
Belichick-
start it off, bro. Go for it.
Boys for Life is roasting a Joey Shakes right now.
Oh no. To Olivia's point, I agree with that. I mean, I've seen Dak as high as 4 in the NFC, if I believe.
Man.
I mean,
Cowboys
wait a
hype is
minute.
real, man. Cowboys
who's
hype
really
is real.
better than him though? Besides Matthew Stafford, Brady, and
Roger.
Aaron Rodgers.
and Aaron Rodgers, of course. And maybe Kyler, who's really better than him.
The Cowboys have easy schedules.
I can't listen, man.
Kyler's not that. I don't know. I mean,
Kyler's a good talent.
I put Prescott
he
over
is
Kyler
good,
right
but
now.
he is good, but he can't throw over the middle of the field. Like
He's
he
not
just
a good
has a
talent.
massive limitation.
No, Kyler's a good talent. It's just that he sometimes just does a lot of like risky things and risky situations, bro. And a couple games.
I
He
get
has
what
limitations
y'all
that
are
Dak
saying.
doesn't, though.
I get what y'all are saying, but listen, we all sit here and act like, this man didn't have much last year, but yet, dude, like he had pretty much 3 first-round wide receivers. Their tight end is not bad, Schultz, right? They have 2 halfbacks, and this dude put up the same stats as Jalen Hurts in his playoff game with a far better team. He's also in his 6th year. Like, are we truly going to sit here and say that? I mean, that team altogether was way better than ours, and he put up the same stats as Jalen Hurts? Seriously? And he lost to the 49ers at that?
It's the Giants and Washington are such an enigma going into this season because both of them can be teams that maybe do something this year, but they have question marks all over their roster due to injury concerns, quarterback play, things going on around them. The Giants being a new regime, the Washington because of the distractions going on. They could be teams that could make noise because their defensive lines are both pretty good when they're healthy.
This is interesting to me because almost all of the NFC East is represented in this panel right now. So, being between the two of you next to me on the panel, and this is something I asked in a previous stream. I don't remember when it was, but I got to know between the two of you for Washington and the New York Football Giants, who do you trust more as a tandem to get the most out of your quarterback? Ron Rivera and Carson Wentz, or Brian Dable and Mac Jones?
Mm-hmm.
Mac Jones. First timers?
Or not Mac Jones, Daniel Jones. Sorry about that. Too many Joneses. But who do you trust more overall in the grand scheme of things to get it done? Bias aside.
I don't think that's a good question. Here's why. Rivera has no interest in offense.
Yeah, Rivera's a defensive.
Yeah, I mean, like from a general perspective.
Oh yeah, I'm saying he leads. We're one of the few teams that our OC has full control.
Right.
Scott.
Right.
So it'll be Scott Turner if you want to say first.
Right.
At that point, and for that, I think Scott Turner is an amazing OC. Bias aside, I'm talking about like I like him in Carolina. I like him here. He's gonna get a head coach job somewhere. That's just how the game goes. Like he gonna be a head coach. I mean, Dad was the head coach. More than likely gonna get it. I think he schemed up for Taylor Heineke and still didn't, and lost one more game because it was the added schedule, but found a way to always get a quarterback in there. Going through different scenarios. I mean, we had the COVID game against the Eagles and the Cowboys. That was bad.
Right.
And I mean, the amount of bad luck he has had as an OC has been crazy. But the games that he won have also been crazy. I mean, the Tampa Bay game, in that game, he schemed it up perfectly to be like, hey, like, I can't let Brady get back in this field. He was like, I will kill this clock out before I let Brady get back in this field, which turned out to be smart. He has continuity with everybody but his QB. I would trust Washington more only because the Giants didn't pick up the 50-year option on Daniel Jones. And I think that says so much at that point where you're like, hey, I will see what happens. It's like, we'll see what happens.
It's interesting too because I think it's his name's Scott Turner, correct? The OC for Washington, and you bring up what he has went through from a positive and a negative standpoint between working with multiple quarterbacks and just trying to get over injury concerns. When you talk about that combination, and between a positive like that and then a negative at the same time, that there's just no, there's no stability there. So it's like he has worked in the best of times and the worst of times, and now the Giants go into a situation where you have this prolific mantra of Brian Dable being that guru of a guy who was able to take Josh Allen to the next level, and now Giants fans, I'm sure a lot of them are enamored at the fact that maybe this is the guy to unlock Daniel Jones. So that's why that question was very interesting to me, like who you trust going forward to get the job done.
If he was able to unlock it, I would have said he went with that 50-year option there, man. If they really believed that, they would have went with that 50 and be like, hey, let's get this $50 years.
Right.
I think this is probably because they just want to give him a true evaluation year with Daniel Jones because he's not their guy. And I think when it's not just Brian Dable, you have Mike Kafka that's coming in as well.
Sure.
That's going to have a play in this whole thing. And don't discount the quarterbacks coach they brought in, who also had a big hand in developing Josh Allen, and that's Shea Tierney. Shea Tierney is going to be a big asset to help unlock the most ability and get the most out of a guy like Daniel Jones.
Okay. But what was the real reason, though? Let's be honest. What was the real reason that Josh Allen developed? The real reason is Stephon Diggs. As soon as they got
somebody helped his mechanics. Somebody helped his mechanics.
But the year that they got Stephon Diggs is when he truly came out, when they gave him a number one wide receiver. That and that's something I gotta say. Like, are you guys truly all 100% in on saying Galladay is that guy? Because
until he can go out there and prove it, until he can go out there and prove it, Galladay's got to stay healthy, and he's got to go out there and show the lead that he could still be a number one receiver. And I would say the same thing about Kadarius Toney, who has the ability to be a guy that can be a number one receiver or a really, really good number two. But right now, it's a big unproven with this whole team. But I somewhat agree with your point, AK. But somebody had to be there to help work on Josh Allen's mechanics, because this guy was as erratic as can be throwing the ball over the place. And while Diggs did help, you have to imagine that Shea Tierney, Brian Dable, and these guys went into there and did everything they could to help work on the throwing mechanics of Josh Allen to make sure that he's going to be able to be more accurate with his throws. And that has a lot to do with why Josh Allen is a much better quarterback too. Now, of course, Stephon Diggs being there helps. But at the same time, the quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator, and those guys have a lot to do with it.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro. I can't help, bro. Olivia, that's a good joke.
Yeah, I was saying, Olivia, are you wrong?
Trust me, there's a lot of things I've heard about the Giants. We've been hurting for 10 years.
Kenny Galladay is one of the most overrated receivers in the NFL, bro. I don't know why he gets so much love, bro.
Well, that's the problem with the Giants right now. The Giants they have talent. It's just so many what ifs going into this season. What is Galladay? Is Galladay a number one? Is Toney going to be what we think he could be? Is Barkley going to be staying healthy? What are you going to get from this revamped offensive line? Can Sterling Shepard stay healthy? Can Daniel Jones finally take the leap? And it's all healthy with all these guys. Every
Wait,
single
isn't,
one of the Giants' main
no
playmakers
lie,
are health
Jeff.
concerns.
No
It's
lie,
health
Jeff.
concerns.
Our right tackle would have been a number one wide receiver for you guys
Bro,
last year.
Andrew Thomas
Isaac
had more
said Marlon
touchdowns
would
than our
be.
number one receivers.
I
Thomas had
know.
more touchdowns than Tony.
Bro,
Isn't-
That
Isaac
just
said
tells you how
Marlon
our
would have
offense
been
was.
wide receiver one.
Isn't Kadarius still speculated to be on the trade block, or is that
No.
not
No.
a thing anymore?
No, I think they're going to keep him this year and see what they can get
Mm.
out of him. But Wandale Robinson seems to be that guy. Either Wandale's going to come in and he's going to be the replacement for Shepard long term, or because they might move Tony outside more as an outside receiver, or if Tony, just can't stay healthy and he has issues, going back and forth with the coaching staff, that Wandale could be the long-term replacement for Tony at the wide receiver position, because there's a very good chance that besides Wandale Robinson, every single one of those players on that offense, besides Evan Neal, Lewinsky, Andrew Thomas, and Wandale Robinson, could all be gone after this year, because they can get out of Galladay's contract after this year. Tony could be a trade chip. Shepard's a free agent. Barkley's a free agent. Jones is a free agent. So they can let all these guys go, essentially, if they either can't stay healthy or they don't show anything to this staff going in. But there is talent on this offense. It's just a whole lot of injury questions and ifs right now. But if they could somehow put it together in this offense with Mike Kafka and Brian Dable and what these guys have done. Now, I know Daniel Jones is not Patrick Mahomes and not Josh Allen. Nobody and no Giants fan is saying that right now. But you can't deny Daniel Jones has some ability. He has some ability to go out there. He can throw the ball. He has a pretty decent deep arm. He can scramble out of the pocket and run when he has the opportunity to do that. He didn't really have the opportunity because the offensive line was literally on top of him before he could even get back into his throwing motion. So there is a chance that you can unlock the most out of Daniel Jones. It's the injury concerns I worry about the most with him too. This guy just can't stay healthy, and why Giants fans loved Eli Manning so much, because this guy, Eli Manning, would be out there even with a busted shoulder, plantar fasciitis, whatever it was, bleeding from his head. You knew Eli Manning was always going to be there on Sundays. Daniel Jones, we have no idea, and the same thing goes with the rest of this offense. But if Brian Dable, Mike Kafka, Shea Tierney, and these guys can get the most out of Daniel Jones, why is it out of the question that this Giants team can't maybe surprise and win 8-9 games this year? It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. And I would say the same thing about Washington, because I like Washington's defensive line. What are you going to get from Chase Young coming back from the ACL? I like Sweat. I think Jonathan Allen's one of the best defensive tackles in football. I like Deron Payne as well. And on offense, I mean, Dotson could be that guy that can alleviate some of the pressure off of McLaurin. First, you got to make sure you take care of McLaurin. You got to make sure you keep that guy long term, because McLaurin, I think, is the best receiver in this division. No disrespect to A.J. Brown, but I just really like Terry McLaurin and his game for that Washington team when he has no help. Has never had help on that offense. Gibson,
Tyrod Taylor needs to start for y'all.
I knew you were going to – I knew everybody's going to say that. Everybody's going to say that.
Bro, let's get that out the way. That out the way, bro. Tyrod Taylor needs to be the starter for that team.
I'll pick your backup quarterback over Carson Wentz, because I don't trust Carson Wentz either. I don't trust Carson. Carson, I'm going to turn the ball over Wentz. Look what he did with Indianapolis. So you're going to say about DJ? I'm going to say that with Carson too.
Didn't Carson only have less than 10 interceptions though for
He
the
had
Colts,
7.
and the only reason that he got flack is because that they missed the playoffs against the Jags and he wet the bed that way. Other than that, I'm pretty sure he had a better season
that
than
game that
Daniel
nobody
Jones.
talked about. That was a terrible ass
Well,
defense he put up in that game.
It was also
yeah, right.
locker room presence as well. He did not suit their locker room, and that's something that's always followed this man around, and that's something I've always questioned too. It's like,
Talk about a broken record, right?
Yeah, right. Like, you have a guy like Taylor Heineke, who, from what I can tell as an Eagle fan, your players respect him. I see nothing but love for him. So,
Taylor's
you go out,
man.
huh?
Taylor's everything but what you need him to be. All right, he's a great guy in the locker room. That's great. He's a 5'11" quarterback with an average / maybe below average arm. All right, he can give you a deep ball.
Yeah.
That's great. Can't give you an out route. Can't give you an in route. Can't give you a timing route.
Okay.
Sounds like
what you gonna do with that, man?
But
It sounds like
you're
it
gonna
sounds
go.
like it sounds like a similar position to where we kind of are right now with Jalen Hurts, where we're enamored with a lot of the intangible qualities that Hurts has, but now we're just waiting for the tangibles to take place and for him to elevate his game. But yeah, I mean, Terry McLaurin was just brought up, and that's what I was hanging on to that
He's the
question, but
best receiver in the NFC
no,
East.
but by the way, pleased to meet two NFC East new NFC East content creators on the behalf of me joining BMT and Jeffy T on top of me. Pleased to meet the two of y'all.
Nice to meet you
Get that
too.
out of the way. I had to know I had to know your level of concerns on the Terry McLaurin situation. If you feel that he is going to get his money, or is this just going to get worse and worse for Washington? Even
Oh, I'll tell you,
especially
Snyder broke. Snyder broke. Dude.
especially that Dotson is he's coming up, like he's showing attention to himself, and Carson seems to like him a lot.
Yeah. Look, it's the off season. We ain't got nothing else better to talk about.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Let's get that clear first and foremost, man. It's the off-season.
There
People
you
out here
go.
talking about what shoes to wear, and Carson playing with his kids.
Yep.
And that somehow equates to the locker room. Look, it's the off season. Is Terry gonna get paid? Absolutely. Do the Washington Commanders have to find the money? Absolutely. And they're sticking firm to a number. Same thing happened last year with Jonathan Allen. We're not going above this number. Had to wait it out first week of July. All right, cool. Let's get this out the way, man. Same thing with Terry. It's just on a national platform, especially with everything else that's going around. Everything that's non-football related. This gets blown out of proportion.
Are you going to pay Payne? You going to pay Deron Payne?
So here's the thing about Payne. Payne is in a contract year. He's doing a smart thing. He wants the ball out. He wants to play. Are we going to pay our D-line close to $80 to $90 million a year? I don't think so, bro. So one got to give. Now with Payne, you definitely got to shop him. I don't think we can let him walk like that. I don't want to pencil away third round for him. So with Payne, do you sign him? It's like, you got to find a way to shop him during the season. Or we should have shopped him beforehand, but we got to find a way to shop him at least during the season now, bro.
Bro,
you can't let him walk.
Terry McLaurin, in my eyes, is a top 10 receiver, bro. That man is a baller. That boy is nice.
What's crazy is that the only reason we got Terry McLaurin is rest in peace, Haskins. That was the only reason why we went to go get Terry, bro. We wanted to make sure he had a complimentary receiver to him in college. Wanted to make sure he had a guy he could be comfortable with and throwing to him. We were like, yo, he's a decent guy. If he's around in the third round, we'll get him. Turned out to be the best pick.
Terry McLaurin is one of the most skilled receivers in the league, too. That boy nice, bro. He's
good.
Special.
He just never had any help on the outside, and now you got Dotson there. You figure he's finally going to have somebody else that can alleviate the pressure on the outside for him, and you can see the most of the McLaurin.
And he really never had any quarterbacks, and he still put up numbers.
All I'm saying, bro, is I just wish you the best. Just know, expect a lot of pissed off moments headed your way.
For him, or for all of us?
No, for Washington, because Wentz, dude, he does that shit, dude. He'll make some beautiful throws, do not get me wrong. But then he'll make the ones where you're like, oh, you stupid idiot. Like, so just be ready for some heartbreakers. It's going to happen. Okay. We know it all too well. Trust me.
Much like Bruce Arians and no risk it, no biscuit. That's just one of the biggest things that has plagued Carson, is that he's too much of a gambler in the biggest moments, where just if he just stayed in structure a little bit more, if he just stayed in structure of the offense a little bit more, he would have been a better quarterback overall. But I think it's also tied to just the lack of attention that the Eagles have invested, when he was there as a quarterback from an offensive standpoint, and what he had to deal with in, 2019. And I think, he had nothing to work with in 2016. So he put on the, he used to put on the hero cap too often and really try to take most of the matters into his own hands, instead of trusting the people around him. So I mean, you can't always teach an old dog new tricks, and I think Carson is to that point now. But I think that's one of the biggest elements to his career that can possibly save him in being a more productive quarterback that can be trusted down the stretch.
The biggest question
I've
in
taught
the
a
NFC
10-year-old
East.
dog a new trick before, so I hate that saying because old dogs. It's
just
Carson actually, we don't need him to be anything else but what he is, and the great thing is,
right.
we set up the offense for that. We're the only team in the league right now that has 3 tight ends over 6'6".
Yeah.
Right?
Whoa, you're not the first team to say that though.
Okay.
Oh yeah, y'all got.
We just need Carson Wentz to be what he is. We've said that. Indy has said that. Like,
y'all got
I'm
Cole
saying
Turner.
he's subpar.
Carson Wentz
he
will
has
break
the
your
outs.
heart.
He has the outs, and I know everyone saying Carson Wentz going to fail. No, Jim Irsay's a weird motherfucker, bro. He a weird dude. We got to talk about that, bro. Ain't nobody talk about that, bro. Jim Irsay's a weird guy, bro. That's a weirdo. Don't know what he do with the Indy, but shouts out to that man. This is the same guy who kicked Peyton Manning out and then won a ring later on. Same guy who got Andrew Luck ran out of the NFL. Okay?
Bro, all you're gonna get every Sunday after the game is, well, this is God's plan.
Hey, look.
Like that's all you're gonna get for everything.
Him and Drake should make a collab, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all got
Like,
Cole
don't know
Turner,
how
right?
much was in the video.
Y'all got Cole Turner.
Yeah, Cole Turner right there in Nevada,
Yeah,
boy,
that's
man.
my dog right there. Cole Turner's a big dude, bro. That boy,
Everybody thought we were going for Carson Strong. Now we went for Cole Turner, bro. That's what we was at Nevada for, bro. He's like, yo, we got our
Richie,
Carson.
right?
We don't need him.
Wentz be like, I gotta look at the tape, right?
Yeah,
That's exactly right.
Hey man, I like
Taking
the
the Joe Judge
Don't
quote
talk
right
too much.
there.
Well, listen, guys, I want you guys to run through your NFC East prediction. Just by the paper right now. This isn't anything official. Just I want your take. Don't be biased if you don't have to be. But yeah, go ahead. And then I only said I'd be on here an hour. I went 30 minutes over, so shame on me. But
You want to kick it off, AK?
no, I do not.
There you go, ECG. Came back in the chat to be like Carson ass.
ECG's got to meet Big
Right.
Pat. Because the both of them like saying the ass a lot. You notice that?
That's strong. Ass. It's just ass.
He ain't good.
I don't know. For some reason, I feel like Carson Strong gonna take a snap during the regular season for y'all, man.
Hell no.
I'm gonna say, hey, who thought Gardner Minshew would be out there for a couple games? Just saying.
He was out there for one game, not a couple.
Okay. Well, he definitely came in the second half of that. What was that game he came in the second half on?
The Cowboys or the Jets?
Oh, the Cowboys. No, he played the Jets game.
He only
He would have had to been the very last one, but no one was playing that game.
Right. Yeah, I think him and Reed Sinnett shared snaps in the Cowboys game, and he had to play the whole Jets game because Hurts had that ankle injury.
Yeah.
But other than that, he only played one full game.
When did we sign Reed Sinnett?
I think we.
That was right after we let go of that.
Nate Sudfeld.
No.
The one we got from the unrestricted or undrafted free agent. I remember
Jamie Newman that everyone was hyping up about.
Yeah, we got him right after
He's going to be the backup. Yeah, right. Jamie Newman was going to be the backup, much like people were saying Carson Strong is going to be the backup to Hurts because of his strong arm. Like, okay,
no,
he needs new knees for that to happen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his accuracy sucks. Like he got terrible accuracy, bro. But anyway,
so go ahead, Slay. Hit me with it, man.
Yeah, 1 Philly, 2 Dallas, 3 Washington, and 4 New York.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but Washington is a little bit better.
Out of here, bro. That's crazy. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jeff.
1, Philly. Hates me to say it. Philly's the best team. Dallas 2. I got the Giants 3rd, and I got the Irrelevance 4th.
Damn.
Oh, jeez. Saw that coming.
Gauntlet thrown.
Y'all had trouble beating us with our trash ass team last year, so I'm just saying. Was it for Slayton?
Yeah, he
dropping the
ain't
ball, we would've
scared
been
of no
sure.
Wentz. He ain't scared of no Wentz.
That's where Daniel Jones plays the best, is when we're playing against Washington. That's where Daniel Jones turns into Aaron Rodgers.
Bro,
scared
when
of
you said that
Washington.
you would have compared him to Mahomes, I was like, bro, I don't know what Daniel Jones you watching, bro. Every time I see Daniel Jones, bro, I be like, yo, bro, this is the GOAT. I'm like, yo, this
When
is
he
the
sees,
GOAT.
when he
Yo,
sees that
For
golden
75-yard
burgundy,
runs,
yo.
when he
75-yard
sees
runs,
that
3
golden
touchdowns, 0
burgundy, he
interceptions,
turns
bro.
into
I'm like,
Aaron Rodgers because he's throwing touchdowns all over your defense.
yeah, that's
And
what I'm saying. Bro, like, every time,
Andrew Thomas is making Chase Young look like nothing out there.
bro, every time I see
Jeffy,
Daniel
really,
Jones play the
that's-
Commanders, I'm like, yo, this dude is
That's
phenomenal, bro.
That's 2 out of 17 games in the season.
Absolutely, but for those 2
With the
games,
pa-
I'm always like, this dude is about to go off, bro.
With what we've had to watch for the past 10 years, you'll take anything at this rate because the Giants have been that bad for
That's
this
fair.
long. So
That's fair.
we'll take any type of victory we can get.
Yo, I'm not gonna cap, dog. No lie, I've already said it on my live before. Yeah,
I like Washington.
Washington's D line does not scare me. It doesn't. Well, we've proven we can hold our own against them, so I'm not worried about it. You might fear you might have fear in other people, but nah. We're okay over here. Unless injuries start taking place all of a sudden, we're fine.
I feel like you could argue Jonathan Allen is better than Chase.
I take Jonathan Allen over Chase.
Bro, Jonathan Allen is a baller, bro.
No, let me even give you one better. Montez Sweat is actually better than Chase.
I like
That's
Sweat.
an argument. That's an argument.
I'm a fan of Sweat. I think Sweat's a good player.
Could you agree to that one, Thomas?
No, I think y'all talking bullshit. Let me figure y'all out. I was waiting how long y'all were going. I was like, all right, cool.
He's brewing down here. I was waiting for that.
All right, got you. All right.
I don't know, man. I
Rookie
feel like
of the year. We talking here, all right?
I feel like
dude.
I'm not far fetched on that Montez Sweat bit.
I was like, the dude who arguably got Wentz out of town. If you want to look at it, bro, we talk about the strip. We talk about the strip sack. Got it. Pick 6. I mean, what else do you need for this man? He had a slump last year. Absolutely, the whole team had a slump. We were some hot shit last year, bro. We was a porta potty in July last year, bro. It was not fun. Like, ain't nobody gonna lie about that, bro.
But you could argue
we thought we were gonna go through with Fitzpatrick, and we saw that. Bro, I went to that game. I went to Fitzpatrick's game. I went to the San Diego game where Fitzpatrick got hurt. I didn't even see him play, and I was at the game. I literally got in I got in a couple plays late, and they were like, "Oh yeah, man, Heineke's in." Like, damn, so I never even saw Fitzpatrick play. So like I said, like last year we was some hot ass shit, bro. But in terms of that defense, man, I mean, first and foremost, this is why I gotta give it to Rivera. I don't know how the hell you find Cam Curl on the 7th round like that, bro. I mean, just a baller and a safety right there.
He's solid.
A William Jackson III, who's actually going to be playing in man this year, finally, because we realized that he ain't his own guy. I don't know why we try to fit square pegs in the round holes. So finally got that going on at that point. What should we call it? Like, the D line is solid. I mean, we got Fadarius Matthews, who are like great dude. Just got him out the 2nd round. It was a good pick. Like I said, Sweat coming back. He kind of all right. So Sweat's iffy, right? His brother was murdered last year. Those type of things can mess with a man, bro. Like, I can't. Like, part of me was like, is he ever gonna play again? Wasn't sure. Chase is coming off of a bum knee, which we know that field is haunted, as we know. FedEx
Jordan
field
Davis, Olivia.
It's just a crazy ass field to take that. So Chase is coming back. We already know about John Allen. We already know about Deron Payne. Like, I'm telling you, this defense is going to be solid this year, bro. Like, I'm not scared about the defense. What I'm scared about is Wentz getting hurt and can Curtis Samuels play.
Oh yeah,
dude. You don't want him out here spraining both ankles in one play.
Curtis Samuel is the Sterling Shepard of the Washington Commanders. The dude's always hurt. Good player, but he's always hurt.
Cam Curl
he's not always hurt. He's played all of his games till he got to us. He only missed 2 games his whole career before he got to us. So he was a healthy dude somewhere, not here. So gotta figure that one out. I really hope. We do.
Bro.
What you got for the division then?
I mean, for the division, all right. Here's my things, right? The Giants' starting tight end right now is Ricky Seals-Jones.
It's
I
Daniel
would like full
Bellinger.
string.
It's the rookie.
I don't think
The
Bellinger gonna start. I'm letting y'all know straight up. Seals is taking first steps. He's taking the first snaps right now for you.
No, he isn't. He's taking third. He's been
Like-
taking third snaps right now at a mini camp. Bellinger and the rookie
When
Austin
I saw him at
Allen.
OTAs, he was taking first snaps for you.
What up, Chad?
In mini camp, he's been dropping down to third. Austin Allen and Bellinger have been getting first snaps lately.
Yeah, Bellinger is their one right now, I think.
And then we want to talk about the Cowboys, which I mean, the Cowboys had the most stacked roster in my opinion. I mean,
I agree, Olivia.
Like, Tyron Smith's still gonna hold up the line for y'all. Zach Moss still gonna hold it up.
Tyron's an injury waiting to happen though. He's just not
CD
durable like he used to.
Still got Gallup. Like, you still got that dual-headed monster in Zeke and Pollard. So it's like I can't count them out. I think I'm gonna go Cowboys 1. I'm gonna go Eagles 2. I'm gonna go Commanders 3, and I'm gonna go Giants 4. That's like the Giants, in my opinion, just I know they have a whole bunch of what ifs, and if everything goes right, it's gonna work out. And I say that's the way the fucking life works. Like that's how everything was, man. If I just put the right numbers in a row, I wouldn't have won the lottery. But obviously, I fucking didn't. So, like, I know that the Giants want to be better. Every team wants to be better. I just don't see the path for the Giants to be better. Like Philly. Philly just doesn't like their team, but yet they want them to be good, and I don't get it. Like the social pressures of Philly alone are like the anti-12th man. Like, like you have your own fans. Like, yo, we should have started Minshew for the season, bro. Like, fuck Hurts, man. Like, dude, man, this dude just can't give us a consistent game.
After
I mean,
one
y'all
week,
got
they want
AJ
Hurts
Brown.
out.
Y'all still got Jalen Reagor on the roster, though, bro. What's the tone for that, bro? We got to talk about that, bro. Like, Jalen Reagor's still on the roster. He's not even in y'all starting 3. That's crazy.
Well, unfortunately, he did that to himself. So, I mean,
no, y'all did that to yourselves. Y'all had.
You guys think that Howie
Justin
Rose
Jefferson was right there. Justin Jefferson was right. Look at that, y'all. Everyone was like, "Yo,
the coach that wanted Rager is not here anymore. That's the difference.
That's what
bro. Are you seriously? Wait. Is a Washington fan seriously sitting here lecturing us right now?
Bruh,
God.
What? Wait. Hold up. Are you seriously sitting up here lecturing us right now?
What, the one Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles? Absolutely. Welcome. No.
Dude,
come on.
Oh, come on. No, listen, Tymus can take this. That's why I'm giving him shit. So
on top of that, Fletcher Cox got one more season in him, bro.
It ain't about Fletcher Cox. It's about Hargraves. It's about Milton Williams, and it's about Jordan Davis. I could give two shits about Fletcher Cox right now.
Don't forget about Hassan Reddick.
Darius Slay supposed to be this big guy for y'all. Darius Slay, again, okay. I never trust corners. I'll be the first to tell y'all, I don't trust corners, bro. I don't care if my corners, any corners, I don't trust corners. Corners come and go. Corners, in my opinion, are the defensive running backs. They can give you a good season or two, but after that, it's like it's a corner a dozen, and running back a dozen, bro. Like, I know y'all got mad faith in Slay. Shouts out the big play Slay here. Everybody got faith in the dude. I'm just like,
he's the best corner in the East, for sure.
Yeah, like I said, he all right. I ain't gonna lie. And then y'all went inside James Bradbury. Shouts out to y'all Giants.
Yeah. Love it. Have fun with
As
Bradbury.
if it can't get any worse, right?
No, I think he's declining. I think you guys are going to be disappointed because I think Bradbury's starting to go on the decline a little bit.
I mean, we're not asking him to do much.
I think if it would be, well, Bradbury's not going to be the number one, so
the pressure's off.
He's a good too.
Yeah, the pressure's
right.
off. He can
He's
just
struggle against those twitchy receivers. He's gonna struggle against a bunch of those smaller.
That's not his task.
That's fine, but we just got safety help, so I mean,
that's not his task.
it's okay. Then you just rely on your last line of defense. So I'm not worried about it.
I think the twitchy receivers goes to Avonte Maddox. The thing with Bradbury is he's gonna go get them like bigger receivers, so like he don't got to really worry about too much. I mean, there's a lot of gas left in the tank for him to be a 2. So we're not gonna put too much pressure on dude.
Like, our O-line's not getting shredded by the Eagles. Like, relax. Relax, man. We played y'all in the COVID game where we had to find the quarterback. Truly find the quarterback. Like that's not a joke. We literally had to go find. We was like, yo, bro, who can we call, bro?
You call that quarterback? You call that a quarterback?
Okay. No, we got a stock worker. We said, yo, who's that giant who was over 6'2"? Sign him. Okay, that's what we did. We went to Safeway and said, hey, I know you want potatoes. Can you
it wasn't. Adoree Jackson was the best. Adoree Jackson was the best. No.
Yeah,
Bradbury had a
Adoree
horrible
Jackson
year
was the
last
best
year.
corner. Adoree Jackson was the best corner for the Giants, not James Bradbury.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Thomas.
Oh no, all good. But yeah, like I said, all right. The good thing also about this year, finally the NFL is just kind of just saying fuck it the COVID. So like we shouldn't really have any COVID games this season, like as a whole for the whole NFL. So like I'm glad that excuse was going out because last year, I mean, Eagles got hit hard, Commanders got hit hard. I mean, like everybody got hit at a certain point. It just seemed like it was so freaking inconvenient.
That's true. I agree.
Like last year, so it was like I'm just glad that like the NFL's finally like, hey, look, bro, just don't tell nobody you got the sniffles when you be on the field, bro. You good? Like it's basically what the NFL came out with this year. It's like, hey, bro, like I mean, unless you gonna tell us you got symptoms, we not coming and trace to nobody, man.
You don't think they should add another bye week?
Right.
You think they should add another bye week to the season?
Yes. Hell yes.
It's tough.
Here's the thing. I'm not a fan of the 17. I understand adding another bye week, but then it makes the season longer, and now we're going deeper. Which I know people say, oh, more football, but I'm not gonna lie, man. That week 17 didn't feel as impactful as I thought it would, bro. I mean,
listen, you want to add another bye week, and then you make it 20 games and add in 2 bye weeks.
Well, they're just going to 18 soon. I mean, probably with the next.
It just doesn't seem as impactful now, man. Like I said, like
a week
18 last year was like, I was like
the injuries though. You gotta
it.
understand it from that point. Like these dudes get injured. So they get more time to heal up and rest. So if you get 2 bye weeks, that's amazing.
What is it?
It's bad enough.
People to get injured as well. So like, it's not like everyone get healthy.
It's bad enough that the Pro Bowl isn't taken as seriously as it used to be.
They might eliminate that. The Pro Bowl might be gone. And you know what?
Yeah.
Thankfully, I mean, it serves no purpose. The Pro Bowl.
Right.
They actually, I think they came out with a rule too this year where you're allowed to have 6-7 players come back from IR. Like at least twice the amount that they had last year. So you can have at least, if you have a couple of guys that get hurt during the season, they would have to serve, I think, 4 games, and then they're allowed to come back from IR after that compared to last year.
I think there's extra practice squad reserves too. So.
Yeah, they boosted up.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, you gotta think of it too. I mean, if you add a couple more games as well, that's also more revenue and that's more money in the players' pockets as well. I mean, that's money that you everything. So, I mean, these guys want money. They like money. Well, you ain't going to get it not adding games, And we all want to see football last a little bit longer, right? I mean,
you still want to oversaturate what a good game it is, because what makes football so exciting is you have the 16 weeks, 1 game every week, and then you have that long break, so it makes a fan crave wanting football back that much more. Whereas the other sports, you have a little bit of a break, and then you're going right back into it. I mean, the NBA just finished, and I mean, they're already going into their draft, and a few months later, they're already getting back into the season. The NFL, at least you have that long break in between. You're not playing almost every single day. You're only playing once a week. Sometimes you're not playing for 2 weeks. So it gives that fan more of I can't wait until the game. I can't wait until football comes back. You start adding more games while it's profitable. Yes, you're going to start oversaturating the game and taking away what makes the NFL so special. And that's having those 16 weeks, not putting too many games on. It's what makes the NFL what the NFL is and what makes the NFL special.
Exactly. You used to have 16 shots. That's all you got. 16
exactly.
Shots. Now we got 17. It's like, all right, bro. Once we get to 20, in my opinion, bro, it's like for instance, I didn't start watching the NBA to the playoffs. I didn't literally start watching following to the play-in game. I was like, all right, play-in game matters at that point. I'm not watching 82 games.
What's up, Jim?
It's so irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
I'm not watching 82 games. Baseball. I'm not watching over 150 games, bro. No. No, bro. It's not exciting.
The NBA is one of the most irrelevant seasons because all the players are always sitting out every single second. The games are. It's just the NBA. The NBA season is one of the most pointless seasons because you really don't see teams ramp it up until you get to the playoffs because they usually don't take it seriously. If if you know you're going to be a good team, unless you have devastating injuries, you're most likely going to be in the playoffs because the NBA is the easiest sport. If you're a good team and you put together a good team, you're going to be in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
you see most teams just like rest a lot of their guys during the season to manage them until they get ready for when that playoff run starts.
I get it, man, but I'm not going to sit here and compare the NFL to the NBA and the MLB. I mean, this is a completely different sport. I mean, you're always going to have action no matter how many weeks of football it is. You know, these guys play to the fullest of their extent no matter what. You know, I don't, dude, I think you could probably have, at least in my opinion, you could, I'm not even going to, I can go football all year round. I love football. I'm that in depth with football. That's why I love that they added in the,
The
you
longer
know,
the football season is, the less defense you're gonna have. Like the higher the score in the games are, because like you just can't hit as much.
yeah,
You
I
can't
understand,
tackle as
but the
hard.
more games that you have, that also gives you expanded rosters. That gives you more flexibility and also gives more players chances to get drafted. You know, like
That's great, but like, what you gonna do when like you can't tackle a quarterback anymore? I mean, like the quarterbacks literally have a strike zone now. Like you have a strike zone for QBs now. That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
It's so hard to watch a complete game now. Like they made it with like even in the NFL, like it's so hard to watch a complete game.
The refs ruin it a lot. It's like every single NFL game now, you just sit there and you wait for that ref to throw out that yellow flag when a play looks somewhat controversial. You're just waiting and sitting there, be like, okay, when's the ref going to throw a flag?
yeah, but I feel you would have that
Quarterback didn't hit here,
controversy.
or the cornerback mugging the wide receiver. Like you're just waiting for it when
Like
it's
now
not
in the
in that
NFL, you
play.
can't hit too hard. Like you can
Yeah,
just hit
yeah,
it.
but
it feels
I
like
feel
it
you would
feels
have
like
that
such
country-
a it
I
feels
feel-
like such a oxymoron now, to where it's like you're watching the safety improvements of the game and looking out for the players. You see the safety aspect of it evolving, and then the amount of violence is just going down. Like they're protecting the players now, more than they used to, and they just can't get away with what they what they want to anymore. It's like you got a tale of two extremes working, and there's just no medium.
But see, that's the thing though. I think you're gonna have that no matter if you have 12 games, you have 16 games, you have 20 games. I mean, you're always going to be flag aware. I mean, that's how refs are these days. That doesn't matter about games. That just matters about the refs.
Chase Young pushed down Matt Ryan. Literally pushed him because he didn't want to tackle him. Pushed him and got a flag because his finger touched his face mask.
Okay, but you're saying that's because of but you say that's because of how many number of games they play. That has nothing to do with that. That has to do with just
because what we're moving to is, hey, they know that they want to extend the player's life. We know that. I'm all for that. But now, hey, we want to extend the season. How do you extend the season? We got to get less injuries. So, in the years coming up to get in the next game, we got to make sure that these players can play longer. How do we do that? We got to make sure that the game is, quote unquote, more safe and our quarterbacks stay in the game longer. Now, I'm all for no head contact. I get it, but head contact is different from actual physical, just touching contact versus collision contact.
No, and I understand what you mean. And why I brought that up was because I read an article one time where they said, well, you would still have a cap on your main players can only truly play 16 games. So all right, say they have 20 games to play through the season. Them starters can only play 16
put them on like a pitch
games.
Count?
Pretty much you put your star players on a pitch count. Okay, to where you have 4 games where you're going to have to start other players. That also makes the coaches have to scheme better and they have to take an account for other players, and it also gives other players opportunities. But
Here's my thing.
in the whole,
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
well, I know, but I'm just saying that's articles that I read when they were talking about a while back about it, even expanding it more. They're like, hey, look, we'll just put people on pitch counts, and that way we'll expand rosters, give people more opportunity, and then also it makes coaches have to think more. Like,
Can you imagine putting Tom Brady on a pitch count, or Aaron Rodgers, or some of these stars in the league? That's where it's not going to work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you imagine having to put in Jordan Love? Like,
They're not going to let these guys put these star players on pitch count because that's what drives in the money is the star players. Go ahead, Tymus.
Like, no, you're right. Like I said, like, you having to play Jordan Love, you having to put in Gardner Minshew. Who's gonna go to that game? Like it's like I don't want to see a backup unless I have to. But now you're telling me that I have to watch a backup now? Like I said, there's not 32 good NFL quarterbacks. There's maybe 10 good NFL quarterbacks. Arguably,
that are backups.
No, I'm saying just in general. There's maybe good.
Well, yeah, but at that point in the season, whenever you're playing those, you're also playing the same freaking people on defense as the same talent level. So I mean, yeah, you're giving up star players for bench players to have opportunities to play because you have pitch count. But at that point, your quarterback level can decrease because the talent on the field also decreases unless that team is schemed a different way. Say they let their players sit out 2 games at the beginning of the season just to have them at the end to make that run. It makes you have to scheme a little harder. It makes you have to truly use your head on how you want to use these players because who knows what those 16 games could be. You could have a certain team bench players for, week 6 and 7, and then you're like, oh, what are they doing? And then bam, at the end of the year, you see why. I mean, it just, you know what I'm saying? But
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, let's just go with the point. Okay, let's say the Eagles go with, you know what, we're gonna go with this rule. We're gonna time out one of our players. Like, say you time out AJ Brown, and he's not playing, and then the Eagles just can't generate any offense on the outside. You're not getting anything from guys like Jalen Reagor or Quez Watkins or any of these guys, and they're double teaming Devontae Smith, and he's not doing as well without the other guy. And the Eagles end up losing that game. Or for the Giants, like say everybody wants to see Kayvon Thibodeau right now on the field. Like everybody wants to see this kid play every single game. You time out Kayvon Thibodeau. There goes a lot of your pass rush. Leonard Williams gets double teamed. Aziz isn't as effective. Giants end up not having any pass rush. The opposite team's passing all over because there's no pass rush generated. Giants lose.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, though. For the most part, though, that's going to happen to everybody. Like I said, unless somebody schemes differently. But that's all on how you do it. No, I never said I liked it either. It was just something that I saw. But no lie, I'm going to get murdered. I got to finish this up. So, Lindy, give me your NFC so we can get out of here, bud.
So, I think I made at least two predictions now. This will be my third, so I gotta be I gotta be accurate in what I think is going to happen. For me, I think the division title is going to be decided by one game. One game's difference between Dallas and Philly. One team's going to win 12 and the other's going to win 11. I think Philly is in a position where they're capable of eclipsing 12 wins, but it's going to be a tough decision between them and the Dallas Cowboys.
Right,
Both teams are top 5 in strength of schedule. Of course, that is based on last year's results, so the context is very poor. But nonetheless, for as much flack as the Eagles received last year for beating a bad stretch of teams in the second half of their season, as we all know, the way it works, you still have to beat the team that's in front of you. So I think the Eagles are capable of winning 12 games this year, which will be enough for first in the division. There's no excuses to me. Their floor for me is 11 games at that. Worst case scenario would be 10 or less. based on expectation. So I have to go with Philly winning at 12 games. I got Dallas winning 11, Washington in third, respectively, and then, well, I mean, Dallas or the Giants. I'm sorry, I don't
Oh, bro, yeah, that's a
know
good dude,
what
bro.
they're.
Shout out to that guy.
I just don't know what they're.
Yeah, who is that dude?
I don't know what they're completely building over there. Nothing really seems to be concrete. I know what Washington is going through right now with the Terry McLaurin situation, but as BMT over here, thinks that it's going to easily be cleared up. Even though they got their drama going on, nonetheless, I think they're in a better position right now to be competitive than the Giants are. So that's why I got them third and New York fourth.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I am 100% with you on that. I truly
The Giants
think
got that defense, though. If we're gonna be honest, the Giants got a defense that I think that
they do.
surprised a lot of people this year, man.
I do.
Like,
I
when
love that
everybody
defensive line.
They
I
do.
love that defensive
Yeah.
line.
They do, but it's the same argument for the Giants as it is with the Detroit Lions. When it's a quarterback driven league, so as much of a lack of faith that we're putting in Jared Goff for the Lions to ultimately succeed, then the same has to be said for Daniel Jones, especially with what they have added from a coaching standpoint. You can arguably say that in terms of a coaching staff, Daniel Jones is better off than Jared Goff. He just doesn't have the level of veteran experience that Jared does in building his career with the LA Rams and Sean McVay, and he couldn't take full advantage of that. So in terms of that, that's why I have the Giants in fourth, because I just don't believe in Daniel Jones. I'm sorry.
Let me put it to you this way. This is how close I am for the NFC East, man. I believe between Washington and New York, they're going to be around 7 and 8. One's going to have 7, one's going to have 8. Okay, and I believe between us and Dallas, we're going to be right there between 10, 11, 12. Like if we have 12, they'll have 11. If we have 11, they'll have 10. Or vice versa. If we have 10, they'll have 11. It just all depends on how certain games shake out. But
game decision,
be that close for first, second, third, and fourth. Like it's going to be a game apart between you two, and it's going to be a game apart between us and Dallas. I truly think.
And as we know, as we know, fellas, with the NFC East, it's always weird. It always either starts weird, it's either weird or the middle, or it's weird at the end. Like one of our teams loses a game that we should have won, and we won a game that we should have lost in just the most awkward type of fashion. That's just the way the NFC East works, whether we like it or not. But yeah.
What's up, Rick?
No. What's up, Rick? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you for coming in, brother. And congratulations on your channel, man.
Yeah, yes, we do, Olivia. We all have Twitter.
Yeah, mine's
think
AK.
Washington. I think Washington and the Giants could be teams if it all depends on Wentz and Jones. If Wentz or Jones, or maybe even both of them, somehow play better than expected, it's not a question with the talent around those quarterbacks, which if healthy, they're good. The Giants or Washington could surprise this year. Just saying. They have talent. It's just, can they stay healthy, and can the quarterbacks play up to a level that the fan bases believe they can?
The one advantage that I will give Wentz from an offensive standpoint in the situation between both teams, in respect to BMT over here, as a fellow NFC East opponent, and watching Carson as a Philadelphia Eagle, he had a very strong favoritism of throwing to the tight ends, and that's one big advantage that Wentz has with Washington that Daniel Jones does not. Even though I'm not saying that Daniel Jones, that he has a tendency to throw to tight ends or not, but that's one thing that that's one thing that Wentz will have to use to his advantage, especially in a guy like Logan Thomas when he comes back 100% healthy. You know, that's one aspect of Wentz's game that he is going to want to elevate with Washington, aside from the wide receivers. So you can arguably say Wentz has a complete system of playmakers over there between having two plus good receivers that Washington can throw in and out of the rotation, and he has a number one tight end to look forward to. That's a combination that Daniel Jones does not have.
I agree with your point, but I somewhat disagree too, because I think that the big X factor too is the guy in the backfield. And I like Gibson as a player, but when Barkley is healthy, that's a top 5 talent.
That's a big what if you're gambling on.
That's the problem. That's the biggest issue is the Giants are such a what if, but you cannot deny when Tony, Galladay, Shepard, Wan'Dale Robinson, I like this Bellinger kid. I think he's going to be a safety blanket for Jones. And Barkley, where they're moving him all around that offense where they should have been doing with him a couple of years ago, the talent is there. It's just, like you mentioned, it's the what ifs. That's why Washington is more of a secure.
You do realize in terms of Saquon Barkley that statistically he's very inflated because he's either home run or bust. Like his yards per carry are terrible if he doesn't break away for a touchdown. Like what does he usually average per carry? Under 3 yards. So that's one aspect of his game that he has. Well, that's what I'm saying. That is one aspect of his game that he's got to work on. If you shut him down east and west, he's not useful offensively. As a pass catcher, absolutely, but you know when you have that kind of limitation, like we somewhat have to deal with Miles Sanders, north and south, he's below average. Not saying that he can't do it, he can, but he's inconsistent. East and west is where his bread and butter is. And, well, coincidentally, between him and Saquon Barkley, they came out of the same offense in Penn State. So their tendencies are very similar. But, you know, from an athletic profile standpoint, Saquon's that guy. We know that. But, you know, it's the same kind of understanding of limitations between Saquon and Miles Sanders. That's one way to really limit Saquon's production in the offense is if you shut him down east and west, then that just that limits him to being thrown out wide as a receiver. But the Giants have plenty of receivers that they may not feature Saquon like they used to when it was Saquon or bust. But yeah, no, that's just a big what if that the Giants are gambling on.
That's true.
In terms of that, I would take Antonio Gibson all day. Because I know he's going to be out there.
I do appreciate each and every one of you coming on. I got to end it here, man, before I get in real big trouble. So,
yeah.
But no lie, appreciate Mitch for coming on. Appreciate Big Play Slay. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate Further AM. Each and every one of you, Tymus, Jeff. Please.
For the season now. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Ooh, man. It's going to get divisive, man. Bring a big.
Right.
I'm bringing it.
Right.
Please make sure you go and sub to each and every one of these guys up here right now. Jeff, Tymus, in the End Zone. They are all 3 content creators and they know their stuff. Please go sub to Hardcore Sports. That's our brand new network we're getting ready to drop this coming Thursday. Shout out to these two here, Jeff and Tymus, for being a part of that. And everyone else who is a part of that. And, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe. We are live right now on my channel, on Hardcore Sports, and on Twitter. So shout out to each and every one of you watching and everyone who will watch this later. On the road to 1K, you can find me on Twitter at AKEagles88. And appreciate you guys' time.
Hey, thank you very much, man. See you on the next one.
No problem.
Thank you very much for having us on. Take it easy.
You too, buddy.
Yep.
Have a great night, everybody.
Good to chat with y'all.
Yes, sir.
Seemed a little longer than it really was.
It was fun.
So,
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a good chat, and I love the takes from everybody and for like their NFC East takes. Could be a lot of people that could look smart, and then we could all, because we're fans at the same time as content creators. We
Right.
all look silly in the end too. So that's the fun part
Right.
about it.
Well, you guys have a fabulous weekend. I will catch you all later. Peace.
You as well. Have a
Appreciate
great
it.
weekend,
Appreciate y'all.
guys. Have a good night, guys.